back again to DMBABT's Arkans stream. We are late as always, but even later in the fact that we haven't played in about a month. Thank you, vacation. Thank you, rest. And thank you, exciting play that will be following. As always, I have my emboldened, amazing players. Let's go back to front this time. Let's start with Nick.
So, I am playing Temin Ferncrest, the halfling rogue who is out to steal your hearts and wallets.
Wow.
Typically at the same time.
Arch symbol.
Just excited to be the wealthiest he has ever been in his life, or anyone else's life that he's rubbed elbows with combined. So, he is out and about, trying to jump into dungeons and see how far it can go.
Perfect. Let's go across the bottom to Pete.
Yep, Pete playing Ren Ratal and his trusty sidekick Mordekaiser, the Moorbounder, a cleric. Kind of spans life and death, as you know. He's excited because he's got some new little upgrades and can actually, maybe do some things now. We'll see. But yeah, he's a little harder to hit now, and should be having a lot of fun after blowing all the money we made at the dwarven shops.
Wonderful, wonderful. We have a unnamed on stream but new character from Tom. Tell us about it.
Oh.
I am Tom. I'm playing Rourke, Air Cochrane Ranger. I am the scout that was charged with finding Lord Reek and bringing him back, and now trying to get this whole party safely up to the floating isles as fast as possible.
And one of those adventurers that need to be moved up, Kenny.
Moved up? Where am I going?
North.
So, north? Oh, yeah, I'm close to home now, ain't I? Within Wi-Fi distance? I don't know. I'm Kenny, playing Blitzkrieg, the Dark Green Artificer. Like Rin Rattel, constructed some new toys to play with, Had a lot of stuff laying around in this dwarven city, so just made use of it to change some spells around, craft some signet rings and, little doodads, no big deal. Carrying a new dentist shield because he was testing the durability of the shield and is dented. Cool. Oh, hey James, what's up?
I'm here.
Perfect timing, because I was about to say, James, tell us about your character.
Well, my character is Devlin Pickman. He is a changeling wizard, sorcerer, I guess technically, who is very bad and apparently is riling up puppies in the background right now with his bad magic.
Setting ceiling fans on fire and blowing circuits.
I mean, that was literally some chaos shit right there. Turned it on, just, make it nice and cool. Poof, smoke, fire. Yeah, it was very on point. It was the branding that I didn't know I needed in my life.
Just getting into character, right?
Is it the same one that's on right now?
No, that was in a different room.
Okay, I thought you were like, YOLO.
Risk it.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
That flicker in the background, that's not cellophane.
That is the light of the dying embers of my house.
Yes.
Great. It's gonna grab the cats and the laptop and go.
And last, Lee, we have Mr. John.
Hey, I'm John. I play Aoth, a human fighter character, and he, up to a couple months ago, was just a really good blacksmith, and then somebody tried to kill him, and he's like, well, it turns out the Emperor is after trying to kill him because he's the potential heir to the throne. So he's trying to kill the Emperor back, and he's on the quest to do so with his friends, with a few detours.
Let's go kill some asshole.
Yeah.
All right. And since it has been so very long, we're going to do a group recap tonight of anybody who has any tidbits of information of what on earth is going on. So take it away, boys.
Don't all start at once.
Basically, after the Dungeons and Dragons version of the Infinity Stones, a lot of stones hidden in a lot of dungeons that grant power that we're after. side quests like saving a race of insect beings and all that fun stuff.
Very big picture. I like that.
A very big picture. Somebody zoom in.
Wait, do we?
Man.
Wait, we saved some insect
Well,
race?
that's the side quest.
I think they're talking about you and your people.
Side quest.
I don't actually
Oh.
know if anybody has done any steps towards that yet, but you know, it's been
We
talked
were
about.
gonna follow up. We were gonna ask about the hive thing, the relic
Sure.
in the city that we were declined access to.
Oh, that is true. One of the things I did want to do was like, try to find out more, like,
Maybe you should do something spectacular that they might let you in.
Oh.
But as the DM of a very, very, very long campaign, I'll go ahead and give a little bit of a recap into a little bit of a time jump, very small time jump, into where we are going to be starting tonight's adventure. So, as the group of adventurers had worked with the rebel allies within the Apodora Empire, they set out on their own to again try and go save Reek's people within the floating isles far, far, far to the north. They were told directly north of them was a city called Ingot Dur in the Dwarven Empire of Vlaard. There, they were told that they would be able to find the supplies they needed as long as they had gold. Having been there and traded, they tried to get into the city and were told that as their relationship stands with the rebels of the humans of the Apodora Empire, no non-dwarven combatants can be within the city, but may purchase all market goods outside. You were then asked the gentleman where the Chamber of the Betrayed Panthers were, one of these dungeons that you had found. You were laughed at, told that it is ridiculous to go down into such a dangerous place for no reason, but then were told exactly where it was 2 days to the west of you. You trekked along these hilly paths with little to no issues. It was very easy to stay the night in cover of the winds of the hills and the mountain, and very soon you found yourself to a mine vent that kind of drops straight down into the earth, and around it, in dwarven letters that I believe at least one of you can read, it says, "Chamber of the Betrayed Panthers, danger, do not enter."
What does it smell like?
Make a perception check as we get started with our adventure.
Okay. I take a good whiff as I don't know if the wind is blowing into it or coming out of it. Perception check. Big old whiff for 12.
12. You smell moisture. Not really coming up or coming down, but you even hear the sound of trickling water beneath you somewhere. There is nothing above, but you're not entirely sure how far down the shaft goes.
Oh, feels like home.
Being proficient, I rolled as well. 19. Any difference?
19. A little bit more specifics. You do know that there are a few, I would say 2 exits specifically on the shaft line. One that goes 1 floor down, the other that goes 2. The shaft continues, but you cannot sense any other exits. But there are at least 2 basically mine doors, one about 10 to 20 feet down and the other about 40 feet down.
Cool. So, not reading Dwarvish, I am just going to push through the door because, as far as I know, it says, "Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times."
So there is no mined car. There is just the shaft.
Oh, no, I know. It's just the shaft, but I'm going to open the doors.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just like,
So do we have to climb down, or is it basically like already down?
You would have to climb down.
Ah. So you're saying like this one that's like 20 feet away, and then lower than that, there's another one right under another entrance, like 2?
So
vertically,
yeah, so not
kind of?
necessarily. Don't think of it as entrances. Think of it as a long, like, square shaft, and about 20 feet down there is another, door that leads into whatever is at that level. And
Yeah,
then 20
yeah.
feet below that is another door that leads off into another level. And then beyond
Gotcha.
that, you do not see any other exits to the limit of your vision, but the shaft continues down. And I will say with a 19, you said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have dark vision?
I should know this. I do have dark vision with my item. Haha.
Are you using your item?
It is attuned and equipped.
You can see that down on the second level, that 40 feet down, there are exits on both sides of the shaft, not just one.
Okay. So there's some exits down there, which will probably work better. Do we have any rope? Are we gonna climb down?
Rope.
I have rope.
I will also say any supplies you would have wanted to grab that are just basic supplies, like, again, rope or any common items, you can exchange gold for, according to the Player's Handbook, and just have those items, including rations. But you should make that decision before 7.
Where are my rations? Let's see.
Dang, it's 9:30.
Rats. 7 Pacific.
Order
Okay.
scan.
How much rope do we need? Because I think I have some.
Well, it's only 20 feet down for the first location and 40
For
feet
now,
to the
just one
second.
section.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 50 feet each, I think, right? And we have rope.
Yeah.
Is there something nearby I could tie this thing, like a rope to?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch
do
of
that.
signposts in the ground written in Dwarven.
Yeah, this seems sturdy.
Mhm.
I'll tie it around the first sign I see,
Mhm.
and then give it a nice little tug with my 11 strength.
Yeah, seems
You tied it around-
seems sturdy.
Is it the first one you see or the first one that you see that looks sturdy?
Yep. What?
Either.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly, yes. They all look sturdy to me. That's perfect. Okay.
Right.
So you're
Can you
saying the
climb down?
top one, right? 20 feet down, right? That one, right? I shall go ahead.
Below that is just 2 more exits.
I don't even see that far. Okay, I climb down.
Pretty easy climb down a rope. You know, nothing's harming you or anything. You get to the first set of doors. They're wooden, like barricaded up.
Is it chilly down here?
No, not more so than any other underground area that you've been. It's not like specifically cold. You're still very low on the mountain.
God, it does feel like home. I love this place. Okay, I will.
It's a little wetter than where you're from. The Grim Waste is
Alright.
very dry.
And you saying there's a door in front of me? In this
It's
little
not
shaft?
a door. It's like a wooden barricade, basically. Like think just
Wooden
like an old
barricade?
boarded up mine shaft type of a thing.
I want to swing as far back as I can. I want to kick that shit down on the rope. I'm holding it like I don't know, like an adventure action hero.
Indiana Jones style. Let's go. All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Fuck. Okay. Ooh, a 13.
13. You smash into the barricade, and it's been probably a couple hundred years since that's been put up, and it just breaks through, and you tumble out into a 10-foot hallway that stretches both to your left and to your right.
Right.
You have dark vision, I assume?
Dark vision, shields up, my arcane focus, a sharp conductive rod points out into the darkness.
You
As I
see
fortify
wooden doors about 60 feet to your right, and about 40 feet to your left. It opens up into kind of a large room that you can't really see any details inside. But it also seems like there's like a small section right before that room as well that opens up.
Okay, I'll secure the area and then I will communicate with my team mentally. It is safe. Come
I'm
down.
standing next to him. Like,
Whoa! Where did you come from? I didn't even see you.
I will then, if the rope is still there, I will head down. But beforehand, I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself and also go ahead and use a Sorcery Point to extend spell. So that'll just make it 16 hours versus 8 hours to cover any kind of shenanigans that may
okay.
happen.
Sweet.
Oh, and I kind of imagine like 10 was probably like just like on my back the entire time. I just didn't notice at all.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging on the back of my carapace. I was like, what the fuck?
All right. So
And then I will
Oh, go ahead.
go down.
3 of you are down.
I'm gonna just kind of peek over and see if I see what happened to them when they got there.
Looks like they're all just kind of standing in the mine shaft opening in a hallway, kind of looking around. Blitz, very action hero style.
Yep. Looking down at 10 minutes, like, where the hell you come from?
I'm gonna look around before going down to see if there's any sign of somebody or something that could cut the rope
Make a perception check.
where we can't get back up.
We can't get back up. We can just go further down.
Hey, yeah.
Here's the mine shaft we came from. Here's the tunnels that we're at, and then below that are more mine shaft exits. So we can always just
keep going until we come out the other side.
Also,
Yes.
I might
you go,
designate
you turn.
a person to draw out the map of what you're going into. That's a thing I might suggest. I'm not telling you have to, but I might suggest it. All right.
19 for that perception check.
Yeah, so you look around. You've been traveling for a few days. There has not been kind of an odd amount of nothing, in the sense that there have not really even been animals or even like insects. It's been very still. The wind has been pretty bad, but down in the caverns it should be fine. But there seems to be nothing around.
And down I go.
Okay, easily can climb down. We are waiting on Rin and Rourke.
Oh, Rourke, I take it, is just gonna fly down.
Which is probably a safe assumption.
Yeah. Rin will also just kind of slide down on the rope.
Okay. You have all now arrived in this hallway. You all see.
Rourke, however, is going to grab the rope to bring it down in case all that is needed somewhere else on our adventure, since I could take it back up.
Smart, buddy, smart. Very good. All right, so you are, again, now all down in this hallway. For you, Rourke, just an idea, these hallways are about 10 feet tall. So you have about that much room to fly about if you wish. Again, to your left of this first level, there is about 40 feet, and then a small room that seems to open up to the right, and a much larger room that opens up directly ahead. To your right, about 60 feet ahead, there are wooden doors.
How do I draw this?
Here.
Like a grid or something?
No, there we go. You are
Going back.
coming from this mine shaft right here. So
So
that
this is like
essentially what it looks like.
layer 1, level 1. Again.
So doors or opening. Which way you guys going?
Let's go to the doors.
Okay. You guys head up to the door. They are wooden. They are fairly. How do I put this? They're not very nicely made, so to speak, but they are still sturdy. They seem to have lasted the test of time far better than the barricade did.
Okay.
I would like to take some grease off of some of my rations and rub it on the hinges and try to sneakily open the door.
Okay.
And you're saying like this one entrance to the left and right, you said, right? Is that what you said?
Yep, correct. So you're going towards the one on your right as you come out of the shaft. And as you go down to those wooden doors, you kind of put some grease on the hinges. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you open the doors, for they are not locked.
Here we go. Stop rolling. That is a 16.
16. As you kind of slide the door open ever so quietly, it makes very little sound. You begin to hear a couple of sounds. You hear kind of water both dripping and running, as well as kind of a small buzz in the air. Kind of, I mean, you wouldn't know what electricity is, but for those of us who do, kind of that like buzz of electricity, kind of that of a grasshopper when it's beating its wings together. As you begin to look inside, you see a maybe 5-10 foot contraption that seems to have various levers, and between these you see little gremlins kind of jumping to and fro between the electricity, these little lightning creatures kind of laughing to each other and playing within, and you watch some of the levers move up and down.
As I'm looking at that, can I sense in any way if they're hostile or if they would become hostile just by being mischievous?
Make an insight check.
10.
And you have no idea what these things are. You've never seen them before. So you have no idea how they act. They don't seem inherently evil or good at this point. They just seem to exist.
I make the whole party aware and just say, I'm not sure what these things are, but there's something living in there.
How many levers are in this room?
Make a perception check, as you guys haven't entered the room yet.
When he tells us that, if I look over with an insight check of 17, would I know any more?
With an insight check of 17, go ahead and also make either an Arcana or a... it's going to be Arcana for you. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I know that's what you're going to choose. It's like your best.
Dirty 20 on the
perception.
Perception, yep.
5.
You also don't know what these things are. There seem to be 5 levers. One on each side of a small star, if you were looking at it from above, which it's very difficult to see from the side. But if you were looking down upon the room, it would be a star with a lever at each point.
So as I peek back and tell everybody, and I look to Alf and say, do we want to take these things out? Or do we want to try and talk to them?
Let's approach them guarded.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we tried to talk, we kind of got fucked a little bit.
Did you say they
And
were
the time
levered?
before that, we killed, and we didn't need to.
So we're sitting 50-50 at killed versus fucked. Okay, these are tiny. Let's see what happens.
Wait, so are these anything like the other electric things that we fought in the dungeon and the other dungeon?
No.
Does it appear like when these imps are basically playing with the levers, right? Is that what we're seeing here? Like they're just basically pulling it and just making things happen?
They're not even pulling it, they're like surging it to like cause the levers to flip. Because this is all connected to like a very, again, modern day electronic grid.
Gotcha. As an artificer, I think I would kind of like, I think I see what they're kind of, something is happening here. Is there like a pattern to like the levers, like how they're kind of, using their whatever they're doing to like make it like shift? And is there like a certain reaction based on like the movement of those levers, like a pattern?
Make just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, come on, that's my shit. Let's go. Yeah, 20.
20. You watch and levers go up, down, up, down, up, down. It seems like...
Left, right.
And then you watch and all of a sudden a set of portcullis doors that you did not notice, you hear on the other side of the room begin to open. And then more levers are switched and you watch as the door goes down.
Okay, I want to make note of like the pattern for it to open.
Even with a dirty 20, you would not be able to see that.
Damn it. Okay.
So as the party goes to advance, I'm going to stay at this doorway and ready an attack. Should I see anything... Well, I have to be more specific than anything. If I see them go for an attack against anybody.
Okay. In addition, as you kind of begin to creep in the room, you see that the sound of water you heard was from the right. There seem to be like pipes that stick out of the wall that have been broken by like the damaged concrete and are essentially flowing away from where you guys are. Kind of down towards what looks like a glass barrier as well as a broken glass barrier on the other side of the room where you heard these portcullis doors open.
So these pipes are like beyond that portcullis.
They are to the right of the door. The portcullis is directly across the room for you. But it flows from the right of the room across to that. So it's like that corner of a square is all water.
I'm gonna stand back as well and just to take the. There you go.
Let me zoom in on you.
Like a hide action before they all go.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
22.
Where would you like to hide? And do you want to hide within the room, or do you want to hide outside of the room?
Probably outside the room.
Okay.
Basically, if I can, where basically behind one of the doors that got open.
For the purposes of you guys, I put a map in the play roll. I'm not going to put it on the internet because it doesn't look anything like the room, but just so you guys have like ideas of where things are. So we're going to continue to theater of the mind it, but just so you guys have an idea, you guys are over here. This blue line is where the doors are. About to the other side where the portcullis is right about there. This is the contraption here with the levers, and the creatures are all bouncing between it, and overall it's about a 40-foot by 40-foot room. Oh, and lastly, the water, like all down here. Okay. All right. So again, feel free to put yourselves on the map if you want to. If not, we can theater of the mind it. That's fine. But you have successfully stealthed. Who's making the next move?
I think for...
Oh, good.
Basically for Blizz, I think he's gonna like, there is a pattern here, I know it, and then he's just gonna tell to the team like, I see something triggers that portcullis, and I'm just gonna keep observing. I don't know if it's gonna help or not, but that's my thing. Stay silent, observe, and see if I could figure this shit out just by observing.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. What was the blue? What were the blue lines again? Sorry, I just got into the.
The one on the left
water.
Is the doors that you came from.
Flowing water.
Looks like a P.
Muted,
Places across the room. Levers is the star. Squiggly blue line is the water.
Still muted, Matt.
Oh, fucking A. I bet you everybody
There you
on OBS still heard that. To the left is the blue lines to the left are the doors you just came through. The star in the middle are the levers. The P is the portcullis doors. The squiggly blue lines is the water. And there is also another set of wooden doors below on the southern part of the room with some
Southern
of the water,
part.
and I put that in red.
Oh, okay. There's another entrance over there. Gotcha.
All right.
Oh shit.
So, we have one stealth halfling, one readied Eric Okran. What about the other adventurers?
I think I'm gonna also try to stealth and just kind of hang back for right now, just because the whole me of the thing. So my stealth is not super. 14.
Okay. And are you trying to stealth within the room?
I am trying to stealth within the room, but like just inside the door.
The characters are way too big, so either just like use circles or something.
Okay.
Because
oh my god,
this map is not to scale. Again, that's why it's not going on the internet. All right. So 14, and again, you said you were stealthing in the room.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going kind of to the north side of the room, away from the water, to the south side of the room, towards the water, right at the machine? What are you thinking?
I am going probably. I'll just put it right here. You see the D I just put on? So just to the north.
So that is all the way on the other side of the room.
Oh, I had it backwards. Okay, well, fine. Then same general position, other side of the room.
Okay, but just going up north,
yeah,
not down. Okay.
Up north, kind of towards where the shadowy area would be,
okay,
for the most part.
Perfect. All right. Anybody else? They don't seem to react to you as you move within, kind of keeping quiet and keeping kind of still movement. They seem to just continue to go about what they're doing.
I know that I'm not very stealthy and clank, so I'm just gonna stand by the wall at prom, basically, and just be ready to react, but observe.
100% the same.
Are they speaking? Are they basically making gibberish noises or something?
They do. Yeah, they do occasionally make things that might sound like language. What languages do you guys speak?
Common.
Not that one.
Common, Draconic, Goblin.
Elvish, Gnomish.
Nope.
Goblin, halfling.
Nope.
Spanish.
And
Nope.
I think we got Draconic,
Still nope.
so I think
That's
that's
me.
a goblin.
Sounds like nope.
Sounds like a big nope. Yep.
I don't.
Floor's yours. What are you guys doing?
Okay, another thing. Sorry, I keep talking, but the porculus, like when they're hitting those things, like do we see it open a couple of times, or is it just one time
It was
and
just
that's it?
once.
Just once and I missed it. Fuck. Okay. So there's a pattern, but they are definitely doing it randomly. They don't have a.
They've
like
also
a set-
settled down and have kind of like stopped fucking with the levers as much and are now just kind of like sitting together, like within and on top of the machine, kind of just like doing nothing.
Okay. Should we introduce ourselves, or do you
I
want
mean,
to kill them?
Is that the route that we're going with the whole killing thing, or like you want to talk and be like, hey, how's it going, Fireball?
I mean, we are pretty good at that.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
All right.
I'm gonna then grab one of my little rations. If everybody is holding and ready to attack, I'm gonna grab one of my little rations and, like on Hellboy, just kind of point it, reach it out to them, offer it to them, and start approaching, carefully offering them like the food.
One kind of like looks over, seeing this, and now like spotting a few of the rest of you now that they're like looking in the right direction. Sees you like holding up the ration, looks at the other ones and just starts going. And then switching to comment, they go, "Look at the buffoon with the food."
Like, well, you
Oh,
look hungry, you skinny little shit.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself also.
What did you say, Aod?
I said to him, well, you looked hungry, you skinny little shit. What are you guys doing?
You go, "Who you calling a little shit?" And he's gonna, it's gonna shoot a lightning jolt at you.
Does it cause damage or just kind of fucking
That
around?
prompts
Oh,
my
no, it's
act
definitely
as well.
at you. 24 to hit.
That hits.
One lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a reaction, it will instantly travel down the lightning bolt. And now it is 5 feet right in your face, being like, huh? Okay. There are some held reactions. Bo, did you want to do something?
Fuck. Can I still?
You can use your reaction to do whatever you want as well.
I just want to tell. I want to reach to my people and say 1 second, and then look at this guy. And we just don't want to fight. I was just offering you food. You look hungry. Well, I'm not looking for a fight. Who are you guys?
First, before you get to that, can you make a con save for me?
Yeah, I'll kind of brush off. Well, we'll see how this concept goes. But no, I won't be brushing anything off. That's a 9.
9. You watch as like your hair begins to kind of like stand up, and you watch as the other gremlins you watch as their like little Sparky magic begins to like jolt towards you, like you're attracting electricity, and you will be for the next minute.
What the freak? Oh no. I think if I see that, I'll probably be like, don't step near that water. And I'll tell, Aof that. Just because I'm kind of familiar with like electricity.
So still like now right up in your grill, like right on your chest, it goes, so the real question is, what are you doing here, newbie?
We're just exploring. We're not looking for a fight, but we won't turn one down.
Fights are fun. And you guys work with electricity?
Yes. I guess I'm gonna talk mentally. If he speaks common, I'll mentally... I'll project it to everybody. How about that? So everyone knows that I say yes.
Kind of like looks over at you. A couple of others like kind of perk up and go, show me.
Show you? Shit. Do I have that? wait. Do I have electricity? Oh shit. I think I took it away.
Kind of lets go of you for a second. Like begins to like waddle back to the machine. Touching it, you watch as it just like absorbs into the machine, and then it ends up back up on top with the others.
Fuck, I don't have an electric spell.
That's a nice trick.
If you don't show us, we're gonna punish you. You watch as
Okay,
all of them
okay.
begin to like zzz.
Okay. I will basically I will cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself. It basically gives me like empower my movement with dance-like steps, giving you yourself the following benefits: walking speed increase. I guess the way I picture it is like, because it's a spell. It doesn't really say it's an electric spell, but I always say like it empowers my legs to like just like electric starts, like a field forms and then it just like like that, and just rushes forward, and I basically rush.
Watch you like run around the room and goes, that's not electricity. It's funny, but it's not electricity.
What do you mean it's not electricity? You see all these wires coming?
It's gonna shoot.
Shoot me?
Yep.
Oh, you son.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna cast Absorb Element, and then I'm gonna take the hit.
Okay. For 3 lightning damage, and I need a con save.
Three lightning. Okay. So 3 lightning. That means I absorb. Okay, I absorbed lightning. Okay, remember that I absorbed lightning. And you said con save?
Yep.
That's gonna be a 19.
You seem to resist this kind of electrical field that is still affecting Aoth off to the side, but you do see that one of the other ones rode the lightning bolt straight down and is now like riding your back and is like, yeah, go, Buggy, go.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to let's see, spell capture. The first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the triggering type of like damage. So it's lightning.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to basically what weapon do I have? Do I have to use a weapon for this?
I mean,
I'll take my dagger.
But yeah.
Oh, my fist? Okay, yeah.
You can do your fist if you want. You can also use your dagger.
Perfect. Okay, so my fist is basically now charged with electricity, and I'm going to like grab onto his scrawny little neck, and just like like, you want electricity? Here, have some of this. And then I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit and release the 1d6 lightning.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Let's see.
Still an arm strike.
Yeah. Fuck it. Isn't that 1? So it's a 4.
You
I can't.
You like grab him, and he's like now standing on your hand, and he goes, "Miss me," and he like zoop, zoop, and like zooms back to the machine.
Damn it.
At this point, my held attack is going to release. And with that, do I still use, since it's a new character, if it's a held attack, can I do my Horde Breaker to do 2 shots?
Sure. I mean, we're not even in initiative right here. Like, you are essentially just taking your turn when you wish to.
Okay. So
who are you shooting at? Are you targeting any of them specifically?
The one that got Aoth, and then just whatever one's within 5 foot of him. So that is
14 of them within 5 feet of him.
Excellent. So name a target then. So one of those is a 9, and the other is a 20. What's it? 18. 24.
9 misses, 24 hits.
Okay, so that is the 8.
Rocket's like, I had enough of
That
this.
is 6 damage.
Seeing him shoot, I'm gonna shoot as well.
6 damage to all of them.
Now that would be to just the one that I hit, which was the one that zapped Aoth.
Oh, so it's 6 to him, and then what's the Horde Breaker?
Oh, that's just 2 shots. So I get to shoot 2 times with one of my attacks.
Understand now. My apologies. I thought you were just taking 2 shots like your normal attack takes 2 shots.
Yeah.
Okay. You stick this thing, and it's like straight through its stomach, and it goes. Are you also shooting? You said?
Yeah.
Same one?
No. I'm gonna choose a different one.
Okay. Also, for what it's worth, you missed the one you were aiming for, and you got the second one. So, like, the main one is like.
30-20.
And which one are you aiming for? The main one or just a different one?
I'll just do a different one.
Okay. Dirty 20 definitely hits. And you have sneak attack. You were very hidden.
Yeah.
It's dead. Let's just let me just.
Okay.
It's very dead. So, and what again are you shooting? Is it your short bow?
Yeah.
Kind of describe your kill. How do you go about ending this poor creature's life.
So I'm just gonna center mass, basically pin it to the wall behind it because I don't think it's gonna offer much.
Yeah. You attempt to
resistance
pin it to the
or
wall, it
something.
just goes straight through the portcullis and like down the hallway, just very dead. But at this point, they are pissed, and so we will start initiative. So go ahead and roll some initiative.
Roll for initiative.
There was one thing I really wanted to do before we started, but that's
Go ahead. What did you want to do?
I was gonna cast my Spirit Guardians and kind of just run into the middle of them.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can say that you have cast it, and if your turn comes up, you can just run into it if you wish, or you can wait
Okay.
to cast it. I'll let you choose.
How many of them are there?
Left 14.
14. Okay. Great.
Yeah, I'll wait to cast it. That's fine.
Okay. All right, let's get initiatives then. Again, no battle map. We're doing Theater of the Mind. Obviously, you have a rough layout here, but everything is within 40 feet, so moving around the room should not be too difficult. Throw it in the chat. Oh, you already did. You guys are great.
Oh.
Grab a beer. Oh, that's not what I said. I said grab a juice.
Are we just all gonna be right around the same?
Tying with the goblins, my dex bonus is 5. And he's back.
Funny thing is, I'm not even drinking beer, which is hilarious.
Tying with the gremlins, my dex bonus is +5.
+5, you said?
Yeah.
Barely beat them. This is +4. All right. So it looks like top of the round we have Blitzkrieg. They are all still kind of centered on top of this machine.
On top of the machine, right? It's like.
Also, for what it's worth, you still have your lightning energy in your next attack since you have not landed it yet. You still get to keep that.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's see. That would be. I guess. Also, first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes. Okay. I think this time I'm gonna basically, with that electricity, I'm just gonna grab my dagger since we're like, we have enough of this. And then I'll take the actual dagger now, like, with lightning charging through it. I'm just gonna go run up to one of them and just like, yeah!
Okay. Again, they're like up on top of this machine, so are you trying to just like stab or are you gonna throw?
I have to stab because it's a melee lightning strike.
So I mean, you can do some cool bug shit and like kind of climb up the side of the machine and like go to stab. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna do the fucking creepy shit. All right, so I'm gonna swing at one of them. Come on, man. At 10.
10 misses as you like stab one of them. Just goes. Whoop.
You little shit. And then I think that's the end of my turn because I missed. And then my lightning will fade from the weapon.
Okay. All right. Next up then would be Deflin Pickman.
All right, I'm going to move into a position that will allow me to get them all in a 15-foot cone.
Pretty easy to do.
And I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to need them to make dex saves.
All right. 3, 4, 5, and is it half damage?
Let's make a dex save, taking 3d6 damage on a failed save, half as much as on a
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage because this might be a moot point.
9.
Okay, it's not a moot point.
9 lightning damage.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Is what I have here. So let me take 2 away. That's 7. Okay. And what's your save?
16.
And it is a dex save.
Correct.
And you are doing what kind of damage?
Lightning.
You watch as various number of them are all caught within this, and you watch as they go, oh my god, that was so good. Oh shit. Do it again. Initiative is essentially stopped at this point as they are no longer actively fighting you, as they are all blissed out. You see the one with like
and the beer is what we're censoring.
You have like the one that has like the freaking arrow still stuck through its chest, like like pulling out the arrow, but like still just like twitching, like eyes rolled up and just like, oh, master of lightning breath. Oh, master. And like they begin to start like bowing.
What in the hell is happening?
They're immune to lightning damage, by the way.
Yeah, it's true though.
So I'm like, all right. Now that we've got them in a state of, I don't know, bliss. Does anybody want to ask them? Do stuff. I think I've pushed my luck at this point.
I put my dagger away.
One of them goes, oh no, master, you have pushed nothing far enough. Please push us more.
Okay, and let's see, I think I can do it again as an action. So I'll another 3d6. They want it. 11.
So confused.
And then I'm like, all right, now I'm feeling a little weird about this. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my.
Understand what's going on here.
I really hope Taylor can pull the video of you doing that from the.
I don't think any of this is recorded. No one can see. But
back
so
on the chair and everything.
The one that was the main one that was talking to you goes, I have dreamed of this day. I've dreamed of a day when a sorcerer wielding such powerful magic would come. Please, master, let me travel with you. Let me be your companion.
Sure.
Good to be.
One more time.
All right, but like, just a little bit. It's actually 12. It's actually a little bit higher than last
This
two
time
times.
when you do it, like all of the rest of them are still like blissing out, but this time he uses his reaction and like travels up your lightning breath to your shoulder. And he goes, brothers and sisters, yield to this man's call. And they all like go back into the machine, and the machine starts like buzzing like with more energy than it ever had before, but they are no longer like fucking around.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is what I was thinking was gonna happen today, but cool.
What should you call me, master? I will accept any name you give me.
Sparky.
Yes, Sparky is my name. Oh, I look forward to this.
So
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I would like to cast message real quick, and I will message him. Be like, I think we can use them to clear the dungeon. Maybe, at least open this door. That's directly to one Pikmin in secret.
Can you have your new little friend tell us about this place?
I mean, hey Sparky, so like, what's going on down here? Can you open the door? Is there like we need to worry about?
Well, I can tell you a few things. One, I have only been in this room and the broken room below. That's it. So I really don't know much about the dungeon. But the levers open doors.
I knew it.
Do you know how to do that, or do you just know that it does that?
No, we just know that it does that.
Okay. Well, you guys want to fuck around with the levers until the door opens?
So
is the
getting
pattern?
a closer look at this room now that there is less danger, you see a few things as you kind of work your way around to the room. You see that there was an observation room that had like these large glass viewing plates, and there are like broken chairs and like side tables and end tables and stuff. You see the water that is leaking out of the pipes are like draining down into this room below. As you kind of look about, you see again the portcullis, one of those words,
Sure.
is on the other side of the room, and you see that above it, there is a word, probably written in common. So all of you would be able to read it, and it just says black.
Black.
What? It's like Black Panther.
Like, are there looking around? Are there any lights?
The lights are coming from the machine at this point, so this room is lit. But there are no
Okay.
like light switches or anything like that in this room. I can also tell you that the current orientation of the levers are as follows. And I will be using 1 as the tip of the star and then going around clockwise. So lever 1 is up. Lever 2 is down. Lever 3 is up. Lever 4 is down. Level 5 is up.
And
Now-
the portcullis is closed right now because of
Currently
that
closed.
pattern.
Yes.
With those orientations, does there seem to be any indication, like if it's up, is there light coming through, down, no light, etc.?
No, it just seems to be an up or a down toggle switch.
Okay.
Mm.
I was thinking maybe we need the lights to shut off for blackness. But
So I'll talk to Sparky. He's like, have you found any pattern in these levers?
Turning to Declan goes, Master, who is this bug that tries to speak to
Oh, you little shit.
he's a friend. Like, don't. How about this? If anybody asks you a question, do your best to answer it. If anybody gets rude, come and talk to me.
Can I shock them if they are rude?
Can you shock them?
Do you want me to try?
No.
How about the threat of shock? Let's just start with the threat of shock. Guys, if you're rude, he's gonna shock you.
What was the question? I forgot the question.
Oh.
Have you noticed a pattern in regards to like when the door opens?
No,
What comes out when the door opens?
nothing.
Do you hear anything when on the other side?
No.
What is this broken thing you're talking about downstairs?
Here, look. And if you kind of like look down over kind of like the broken causeway, you can see a room about 20 feet below you, what you would assume would probably be on that other mine entrance floor. And you see that down within it it's like a circular room with a bunch of metal cages. It looks like there were 15 of them that are all broken and torn asunder at this point, that maybe these things escaped out of. You see that puddle of water at the bottom. And from here, you do see there's an exit like off to the left, an exit off to the right. The left one has doors, the right one is a passageway. But from this vantage point, that's pretty much all you can see.
Okay. So you've never been down there, huh?
Of course we were down there. That was where they were keeping us. And then we got the fuck out of there and came up here when everything flipped upside down.
And you haven't explored this place at all?
No, what do we look like, adventurers? Fuck that shit. We have a really cool toy up there.
Who is keeping you here?
I don't know, that was like thousands and thousands of generations ago. We fucked and multiplied so many times you don't even know.
What the hell?
What, you're against fucking?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Rude.
My God.
It's just a little shocking that you would have sex.
He makes buns.
That's good.
I thought he was going to be Mr. Serious. You did kill one of my brothers. Mind you, I didn't like him very much, so, like, that's fine.
Yeah, you probably got like a bunch more, right? Like, by the way, you said you guys have multiplied a lot. Where are the rest of you?
No, that's the thing. We always keep the number at 15, but we just do it a lot of times. It's kind of a gremlin thing.
How long do you guys live?
Gremlin, that's what you are.
25 days?
Yeah, how old are you?
2.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Is that not normal for you guys? How old are you guys?
Yeah, no, that's totally normal. We totally only live 25 days too.
Insight
I've
check.
been alive for 4 hours.
He believes you. Whoa, shit! How odd.
I leaned over to Sparky and I was like, 14,000.
14,000 hours? Or is that minutes?
Yeah, no, that's days, bro.
Days?
That's just the current. That's the current running total.
You are the master!
No, he's your god.
Let's not go that far, buddy.
And I'm just looking around the rest of the party, just going, tiny wins, guys, tiny wins.
Hey, are you calling me tiny? I mean, I am. So
You
like,
said-
it's kind of fine if you do.
You
Big
said
like
everything turned upside down. Certainly before your lifetime. Are there stories about what happened?
Yeah, it was told just like this. It was like when we were down there originally, the everything turned upside down and we flew towards the ceiling. But that electrical thing was sparking, and so we all zooped into that room. We have the
Well,
ability to do that.
Let's see what this contraption actually does, since this little thing does not know anything.
This
Can I
little thing
walk?
is way more shocking than you. Oh. I'll come up with something better. I'm sorry, that was horrible, Master.
It's fine.
Blitzkrieg grumbles and walks away toward the contraption in the middle of the star thing.
You can lightly zap him if you want.
Can I? Ah! Stop it! I will kill you.
20 to hit.
20 does hit.
4 lightning damage.
4?
Yep.
You do that again. I will destroy you. I will turn around. Keep him in check.
Just sticks its tongue at you.
I mean, it's more. I think at this point he's keeping you in check. But I agree. All right, no more of that.
Okay, I will focus on this device. Can I now that I'm so close to it, can I just go through to see if I know what it does?
You can make an investigation check if you would like.
Sure, I will. I'll finally get to use an investigation check. Why am I rolling so low, man? 12.
12. I mean, you've essentially figured out the purpose of this. Seems to be like a conductor board, where essentially the various ups and downs control the door operatings. What you glean is that it's probably throughout the entire complex.
Oh shit! Do I see like
not
little
just
wires?
This door here. There's probably many combinations that open many different doors.
Do I see like tendrils or anything kind of flowing outward that lights up or something, depending on what's triggered or?
The machine is not currently powered by standard electricity. It's powered by gremlins. So
Gremlins?
The things that you guys were just like, they are providing the electricity for this at this point.
Then I can't hurt them. Okay, I'm gonna... Hey. Brace yourself. I'm just going to switch one of these from up to down. So I'm gonna... If no one objects, I'm just gonna switch the first lever from up to down.
Okay, so that would make it down, down, up, down, up.
Yep.
You... As far as you can tell, nothing happens.
Okay.
You just want to go ahead and flip them all down? Try all down, all up first?
Fuck it, let's do it. Okay, down, 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 down.
You've quickly flipped them all down. As far as you can tell, nothing happens.
Let's see if our little friends, Eflin, do you mind asking your friends to do the controls for us at our commands to move it up or down?
Yeah, so he's here. He speaks common. You can talk to him.
I just figured that they keep calling you the master and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already told me to answer everybody's questions, though, so...
Alright, you mind hopping on there, buddy? Each of you guys jump on one and maybe we can figure this out if there's a pattern.
I mean,
Here's the thing, they've opened it before. Why don't we just let them play with it? We'll sit back and watch, and when it opens, we take note.
Can we do that? Yeah.
No. DM Matt here, no. Figure out the puzzle. We're not just fucking sitting and unless you want to do the R&D or what random combinations come up, in which case we can just sit here and make this a stream of fucking combinations.
Oh, try one more thing. Down, up, down, up, down. Okay?
So
which
you're
is the
trying to
opposite. Down, up, down, up, down. Which is the opposite of exactly what it was. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down. I'll reverse it.
No.
Alright, so we saw the black thing. What, like the writing that says black. I would like to see if there's any other writing for anything. Anywhere.
Not in this room.
Okay.
Oh.
I look down at the... Go ahead. You were...
Yeah, I was gonna say, You know, I've heard stories about this. And I'm going to walk up to the portcullis, and I'm just going to look at it and go, black.
What are you doing?
You hear some like little squeaks of laughter coming from the machine, and then Sparky goes, and they all go,
Hey, you know what? You don't know until you try.
yeah, of course, Master. That was a great idea.
I don't even know what you're trying to do. Anyway,
Abracadabra. Shit.
let's check the bottom floor. Perhaps there's something, more clues over there. Clearly, there's nothing here except a useless, what are you again? Gremlin? Yes.
My name's Sparky.
Sparky, the useless gremlin.
Landed more hits than you have.
He's upset. Okay, he will look down and is like, who wants to go with me? I check my back to see if 10 minutes already there. No.
No, but I'm close. I'll go with you.
All
So
right.
where are you guys headed then? The three options that you have from this room. Through the broken glass, down into the room. Through a set of wooden doors that you guys haven't looked at yet, or back the way you came.
I'm thinking like
Or through the
going
portcullis
down.
through some type of magic.
Yeah, we're thinking like we're gonna check the bottom room first, where all
you're
the
gonna-
leftover.
Back
Climbing
to the
a rope.
shaft, and then down.
Well, I think like because you said it's a hole going down 20 feet, right?
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to continue down the shaft, you can check
Oh,
out.
going back.
Or if you want to stay here, you can go out the windows, which is what those are, observation windows that are broken, into the room below that goes down 20 feet.
Yeah, broken glass.
Broken glass
That's what
down
you
there.
guys are choosing. Okay. Wonderful. Are you guys doing the same? Tie off the rope, go down a bit?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. For sake of time, you guys can climb down a rope. You're getting very good at it. Rourke,
Yeah.
do you bring down the rope along with, like you had before?
Yeah, I don't see a reason why not.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Half our party isn't there.
Oh, I assumed everybody
wait,
had gone. I'm trying to expedite things.
Yeah, I think it's just. Go ahead.
I would want to try one more thing that I don't think we actually try, and I doubt it's going to work. But I'm just going to go over and try to lift up the portcullis.
Fuck it.
Like, does it seem like it's physically locked, or does it just seem like it's heavy and the switches are a mechanism that raise it internally?
Make an athletics check.
14.
14. You give your good tug on this thing. This thing is like electrically locked in place. Like think modern day like electronic locks, like similar to that. The technology here is well beyond anything you guys have seen.
Okay, would I know if that was magical electrical or like?
You wouldn't know the difference.
Okay.
Like the idea of something that powerful not being magic is kind of hard for you to grasp.
Okay. Then before we go down, I will do one last thing. I will go to the portcullis and I will cast knock, and it is fine on my wild magic check. So I choose an object that I can see. The object can be a door, box chest. Here it says the target is being held shut by a mundane lock, or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. The object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with arcane locks, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally.
Okay. For the purpose of how you read that, roll a d6 for me.
6.
Roll again. It's the only option you couldn't roll. D5s don't exist.
Alright, 6.
Again.
4.
Stop. Okay, 4. I was gonna say stop rolling 6s. As you cast this spell, you watch that the fourth lever switches to up, as it seems all on its own. As it seems like one of the locks, i.e. one of the 5 combinations, had been changed. So the fourth lever for this door is up.
Okay. I'd be like, well, worst case scenario, I could do this like 2 more times. Do we want to burn through and try that, or
Is this like before we actually went down?
Like,
Yeah,
you guys had
this
started
was-
attaching the rope, and he's fucking around with the
Okay.
Time's
Ah.
loose.
Yeah, interesting. So
Yeah,
what
I'm
else?
just looking around. I'm like, because if I do this, I'm burning I'm burning all the spells I got. And as we know, I kind of look at Sparky and look back at the group. I'm really good at this.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think he's great. Look at that. He did something with magic.
Hmm.
It wasn't
So,
electricity,
is it-
so I'm a little less impressed.
Is it worth the risk? Because I've got one more second level spell slot, and then I can regain 2 more with my recovery points, I think, or my wizard points. So I can try it. 1, 2. We can get potentially 1, 2, 3 of the 5, and then it's just flip.
Sounds good to me. I mean, then we only have to brew with 2 of them.
I think if it's worth it, let's
All
flip it and reverse it.
right, I will do it again. And first off, that is a 14, so we're fine on that one.
Roll a d4.
And then D4, 3.
The third switch also flips up.
It was up.
I don't know what orientation you guys had the shit in, because you guys had messed with it a few times, but I'm saying if it was not already there, it's there. And even if it was already there, it would, like, spark up, like, go wrong,
Yeah.
and then go back to that, to, like, show that was the one that was
Alright,
working.
so that I'm rolling good on that. So let
Okay,
me
but-
make sure I've got the sorcery points.
So how do you get the 3 up again? Like, what do you do?
He's
You open
casting
like
casting-
another.
unlock, so he's unlocking one of the 5 tumblers, basically, each time he casts this.
The tumblers on the levers? Or?
So, like, there's an up or a down mode. So wherever the orientation was, because he's casting this spell, it's influencing and basically forcing one of the levers to go into the correct orientation. So
Oh,
you
shit,
can
okay,
know
wow.
what is going on for this? It's a lot. I mean, he's using a lot of spells for this.
Yeah, but it'll basically like. Wow, so
It's
that
kind
means
of like
like we don't
reverse
have.
engineering this puzzle.
Yeah, so it's like
It's
lowering
like finding the right
difficulty
answer
for
so
it,
he
yeah.
can try and figure out why it's the right answer.
Yeah, so we only have like a small amount of things to try. Yeah. I'm guessing like we are looking at this as like, you know, maybe we're not gonna go down right now. We're just gonna see what happens here. This is ingenious.
1 sorcery point. Okay. So I'll do it one more time.
Okay. Roll a d3. Or a d6. Divide by 2. Am I frozen? Or, no, that was Nick.
So yeah, we've already done that. Well, if we divide by 2, then the 4 becomes a 2.
Sweet. The second lever is down. So now you know that for this door, second is down, third is up, fourth is up. You just
Well,
have
in that
1 and
case,
5 to figure out.
Okay, then I guess we'll just try the
Up on the other 2.
yeah up
for
on the other 2.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Down
Down,
on
down.
the other 2.
Wait, hold on. I'm also looking at the other doors.
That's down, down, up, up, up.
Okay, so it's down, down,
Down, down,
up, up, up.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The portcullis rises.
Yay!
That was genius.
I know, right? And then, okay, so let me just.
Well, I guess a path are chosen. Let's go this way.
Is that what you guys are doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Walking right through.
As you walk through the portcullis, there is a hall, again 10 feet wide, that goes about almost 100 feet. But about 3/4 of the way down, there is an offshoot to the right that seems to enter into another large room. This one, however, you see that there is a giant, like, modern day titanium vault door that had just been completely broken from the shattered rock around it and is just literally face down in what looks to be a large vault on the other side. So depending on how you want to approach this, I'll see who rolls for what.
I'd like to approach it stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
Not a natural 1. So I get to reroll that.
Halflings.
29.
You are
What the fuck?
like night in the daytime and somehow are still not seen. You are able to get right up to the edge of this room. Go ahead and make a perception check.
21.
You do a quick survey of the room, and it seems that there are piles of various types of metal stacked up in ingots around this room, as this seemed to be a mine, an ore vault of some sort. And at the very center of this room, there is a kind of platform with a two wooden holders and a blade that is sheathed that goes across it. That from this vantage point you can see is shadowed in the daylight from the sky above somewhere, shining down specifically on this dais, to which you see underneath is a small circular leather orb shaped thing. It's like an oval more so, but it seems to be a container of some sort.
And that's just in the middle of the room?
Yep.
Looking around, is there obviously valuable intrinsically, but are there any material ores iron?
From what your knowledge of having been around Aoth enough, you can see that there is 1 unit of basic ore, 16 units of mithril, 9 units of golden ore, 5 units of black ore, and 20 units of red ore.
Alright, I was not ready for that. Did anybody else get those numbers?
I can repeat them. Yeah. But I was just you rolled well enough that you could see even from the doorway the specific numbers.
So you say 1 unit of basic ore?
Mm-hmm.
That was basic ore, just general
regular steel.
Oh.
I think I got them all except the mithril.
16 units.
40?
16.
60, okay.
9 gold,
And
5 black, 20 lead.
20 red.
20
lead.
5 black,
red?
9 gold.
Oh, it's red, not lead? Okay.
No, red, as in the color of blood in most things.
Oh, okay. Huh.
1 basic, 16 mithril, 20 red, 5 black, or 5 black, 9 red. What was the 20?
No, 20 was red.
Okay.
9 is gold.
Gold, that's the way.
5 is black. 16 is mithril. 1 is basic. I really hope that Taylor puts a who's on first fucking bit for this, because it's what it felt like.
16 is yeah.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you who is on first. I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first.
Gosh, I definitely want to go for that mithril.
And before he does, I'm going to stop everybody, and I want to investigate and see what is trapped, because in the School of Hard Knocks, nothing comes this easy.
And you saying this pedestal has a sword or something, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a pedestal and then some type of leather carrier underneath it. So I would like to look for traps, please.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
And if we're entering said room and looking for those...
Not entering said room yet.
Wow.
I think it's just it's just Temin right now, because he's exploring ahead, right? Scouting ahead or something? Or?
He's just searching, I assume, the entrance at this point.
Yeah, we're a little bit behind, I think, right?
So he's not in the room, okay.
He's not allowing us in the room. He's nobody.
None of you guys saw him do that, but you ran into his hands as he was just so fucking stealthy.
I stopped your knees. I was like, whoa.
So as that's going on, I'm tying. You guys see me fashioning some stuff up with some of the rope.
Cool.
Okay. 19 on investigation.
You look for pressure plates, tripwires, wall mounts, arrow holes, poison gas, anything you can think of. Room seems fine.
Cool.
So at the conclusion of that, I tied onto my I don't even know how to pronounce it, Ikawa. I tied rope onto either side, and through the Ikawa, holding onto the rope in my hands, over top of the leather sack, start pulling it backwards.
I
So there's a stick that now lands on the far side of that leather satchel or that leather orb. I have rope on both sides of it, so I'm using it as a shovel to pull it back.
So you're basically trying to pull it off the pedestal?
Yep.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
18.
18, you said?
Yes.
You pull, and you hear a, like, sickening crack sound as it hits the stone floor. But then you're able to pull it closer to you. As you do so, you said it was like leather or whatever was on the other side? Or excuse me, the stick?
What I'm using is actually my Kawa. It's my melee weapon.
Okay. Yeah, as you pull it closer, the leather container seems to get wet as you begin to pull it through, and then a line of some type of liquid drags from it.
What's happening here?
When that starts to happen, does it look like it's affecting the leather at all? Like, does it look like the leather is bubbling or anything?
No, it just looks wet, gooey.
All right. I will use my mage hand to try to pick it up and bring it closer to keep it out of whatever it's being dragged in.
Yeah, so you lift it up at this point, and between the two of you get it back. It is, again, just a wet leather sack now. It's not holding that orb-like figure anymore. You open the top of it. It was some type of an egg that is just shattered at this point.
Put it back. Put it back.
Anybody want to make a nature check to see what kind of egg you could have had?
Nope. Put it back.
No,
I'll check. I will.
I'll check.
While they're doing that, you said there was also a sword?
Yeah, great sword hanging off these two large...
Oh, it's a great sword? Never mind.
I'm going to send my mage hand back and try to get
Yeah, I had to double check what kind of sword it was, too.
18 for that nature check.
It looked very similar to those dinosaur eggs you found down in Frick's Bog, but it seemed to be a different species of some sort.
He's really trying to get you one, but that's not happening.
Well.
Is gonna try and Scrooge McDuck into those 9 gold ores.
Take the bag of holding with you so you can bring it all back, Mr. Stealthy Pants.
Yeah, you can take a few minutes and load up all the ore if you wish. Make sure I write it down.
If it seems safe, yeah, I'll...
What are the red ore used for? Is that more blacksmithing?
All of the ore is blacksmithing of some sort, but it's different things that they're used for. And you don't know. You've never seen red ore.
So time sensitive, I'd like to cast Spare the Dying on that egg thing in the hopes that it, can be saved.
Nope.
Do you think that's the artifact right there, that weapon?
Does anything happen when I take the sword off the wall with mage hand?
Your mage hand can't lift this sword. Mage hand can only lift 5 pounds. This is more than a 5-pound sword. This ain't your mama's sword. It's your daddy's sword. Mm-hmm. And now I'm getting sexist. Canceled for that too. Fuck me.
Yeah.
We're gonna King Arthur this shit. Let's go.
It is up to 10 pounds, if that makes a difference.
It doesn't.
Okay.
This is a great sword. Not
not
good
an
sword
okay
or an okay sword. It's a great sword.
When we grabbed the pouch, did anybody touch the water? Like, did it have any kind of a burning effect or anything, or did it seem like it was just water?
Looked like it was.
It was the yolk, yeah.
Okay, then I'll be like, you said there was no traps, right? That you saw pressure plates. No. All right, cool. What the actual fuck? And I will walk over to the sword. As I get closer, even though I'm not really good, I want to look for obvious traps. Like, does it look like there's if I pull it up, does it look like it's gonna slide like a pressure plate there?
Nope. Everything. I mean, your rogue did a great job. He looked through the dais and the stand, and everything looks great.
Well, then I will take the sword and the scabbard, whatever it is, off the wall.
Okay. You are able to do so. You
make a dexterity saving. No, I'm just
kidding. Pull it. It's a very large weapon. It is very nicely made.
Does it appear magical?
I mean, do you have Identify?
I do.
Are you casting Identify?
I will cast Identify on it.
Do you have the components for Identify?
I do.
Oh,
He
get
picked them up in town when we went shopping.
Oh, that's right. Already topped off.
He thought ahead. He did the thing.
The thing was done.
Okay. You take the 10 minutes to sit and cast Identify. It's
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute, whatever. Wait, are you not doing it ritually?
I cannot do it ritually.
Ah, sucker. Well, 1 minute. Much faster, though. You learn that this is a legendary greatsword known as Black Razor.
Hey,
you
Clark.
can tell that this weapon is extremely powerful to the tune of +3. However, you can also tell that there are other features of this blade that is hidden until attuned. You do connect with the sentience of the sword, and you can basically talk to it for, I'll say, 3 questions, but without attuning to it. That is it. That's what I'm giving you with this use of the spell.
Ooh.
Okay, first question. Have you ever hurt your wielder?
Yes.
Oh.
Not a deal breaker.
Somebody could have like taken it and stabbed, or somebody could have been clumsy.
Do we all hear this?
No, just him. This is part of his spell. And it's a weird, because like normally, I mean, you probably only cast this like once, maybe like on the trip up just to test it out. But normally you just basically understand an item. Here you basically understand this, and then there is just like this giant black void of information that is basically didacted from your spell.
Okay. Are you evil?
No.
So it wouldn't have been a deal breaker.
Okay.
Are you lying to me? No. Are you lying?
What do you hunger for most?
Souls.
I turn it. I'm holding the weapon. I'm touching it at this point, and I'm like, this thing is powerful as fuck, but be wary. And I hand it to Aeon. Probably the only one that's gonna use a fucking greatsword.
The Blade Warden with a proper blade.
Does anybody else want this?
I don't think anybody else is capable of wielding it.
It will impede, I think, my spell casting, and I've got enough shit luck going around as it is. I don't need a cursed soul stealing weapon. I mean, not a deal breaker, but right now
it's not cursed. It isn't cursed. I would know it's not cursed, right?
I mean, cursed is, it's not traditionally cursed. It's not arcanely cursed. The curse to be with a sentient weapon has its pros and cons.
The weapon isn't cursed. It's the disembodied soul of the creature living in the sword that's cursed.
I hand it to Ao that as I do, I say, make sure you feed it some souls.
We have a lot of enemies. Souls will not be a problem.
Aoth, do you happen to know your alignment offhand? Because I do not remember, and I'm trying to find. Okay, here it is. Hold on.
Neutral? I don't think I had anything.
Also, let's just back this up. What does Aoth feel like his current alignment is? Because I am totally down with fluid alignment changes.
Let me see.
Chaotic evil?
No,
That sounds like
he's
Aoth
good of
for
some
sure.
sort. He's good or neutral, but I don't know that he's necessarily lawful because he's willing to do some shit to get.
So would you say
his
either
means.
neutral
Chaotic
good
neutral?
or true neutral?
I would
True
say
neutral.
neutral good because he intends well, but he'll do some nasty shit to do it.
Okay. When the sword is handed over, there is neither a positive nor negative feel about the sword. It is very powerful. You can tell that, even just being a blacksmith yourself, that this blade is beyond the crafting of any being.
Yeah. When I hand it to, I tell you all the qualities too. I'm like, this is, this as much as I can tell from it, rather.
And given that it has a name, would anybody know about the sword? Like, is it something that would have been widely known? Would it be somebody that's only like a weapons master?
History or a religion check.
I will do religion. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You have heard of this sword before. This sword belonged to, or is, you're not entirely sure the specifics of, whether the wielder is now within the sword or whether the sword always had a sentient piece to it. You don't know the specifics, but you know that there was a historical event in the 600s called the Division of Criminality, and it was some Arwen faith sect that essentially commanded great power, and the leader of which wielded the sword.
Damn it, Arwen.
Arwen. Oh, the god.
I'm gonna end up being a follower of him, aren't I? Shit.
Life and death.
Certainly don't have to be.
Well, so
No.
would I know this then, being a,
Well, you would share that,
Well,
right?
if he tells you, you would know. If not, you can make your own religion check.
All right, religion check it is.
Or the other one.
Or history, yeah, correct.
Or history.
Do I get advantage?
You do get advantage on the religion check, not on the history.
Okay. 18.
You know less than he knows. You would know that this is a very famous blade, maybe even within Arwen's past, but you wouldn't know any of the details.
17.
Okay.
Religion, so
Same.
roughly the same. Okay.
Um,
Speaking of great and powerful weapons from last session, did you happen to ever create my sword, or should I create it? Okay.
Also, did you create mine?
No, I literally have been in vacation for 3 weeks. I can do it next week, but I didn't even make the dungeon for the internet.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Given what I know with the Dirty 20 and the name, would I also be able to do a history check?
Sure.
See if I know more that way.
Sure.
Would you have shared the name Arwen with us?
15. I would have told you everything.
15. You know specifically, because you're a smart boy, that the year was 662. That's the only additional information you get.
Yeah, so with it being Arwen's blade, I would be like, see, Aoth, I feel like this is fate that we stumbled upon this blade. You seem to be the destined wielder of this sword. Let us pray.
Look at him. I'm like, I don't know about Destined Wielder, but I'll hang on to it for now.
You prayed to Arwen for a sign, did we not? You asked him to speak with you, did we not?
I did.
This is how he's speaking to you. It would be blasphemous not.
Thanks for enlightening me, as I asked with
Arwen enlightened you. Arwen enlightened you. Here it is. Attune.
All right. Well,
this
I think
blade will lead us to our destinies.
now is a good time for a break. Our player can decide if he wishes to attune to this extremely powerful blade or not. And the rest of you can decide on where you guys would like to go next. So let's be back at 8:10 Pacific time.
Hey,
Alright.
that was a fast run.
And we're back. Still in the same place with the same people doing the same thing.
No, different things.
Well, alright.
Music.
Yeah. Standing with this blade in both of your hands. Are you attuning to it?
Once I want to be in a safe space. I want to be in a safe space to do it. So whether we're
Attunement in my world works a little differently. You don't have to spend the full hour, but if you just essentially begin to concentrate on this, you will.
all right,
As long as you're out of combat, it can happen in game pretty much instantaneously. If you are in combat, you can't just like steal somebody's sword, attune. Nothing like that. So.
all right, I will kumbaya with it. I will unattune my blacksmith rapier.
Rapier.
Yeah, the one that heats up like the fire of a forge.
Damn.
Sounds
Sounds fun.
And so you no shield, huh? No more shield, huh? You're going straight.
I never had a shield.
Oh, never did. What the hell?
Yeah, I have one. I've just never used it.
It's like
Yeah.
So, you
nah,
know.
it's too bulky.
So, well, I used my character gets a +2 damage, or inflicts +2 damage by dual wielding a one-handed weapon.
By two-handing a one-handed weapon?
Yes.
You mean versatile?
Okay.
Yes, two-handing, not dual wielding. You're right.
Did you add Black Razor and click attune?
I didn't know it was in there.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was reading it. That's why I was like, I want to know more about this thing.
It is a legendary item, dude. Like,
So cursed.
You know, like how
Well, I'm gonna attune to it, and if black is what it said at this room, let's see what the other rooms say.
I think it resembles eggs.
So you kind of finish with this concentration, and this kind of voice creeps into your head that you haven't heard yet. And goes, "So you are my new wielder. Well met. I am Black Razor, and you are
I'm Aoth, Prince of Apodora.
Prince. Finally, someone worthy of my talents.
Who are you?
Conquering, dear Prince.
Who are you?
Black Razor. I am a soul hunter. I am this weapon. This weapon is me. And you are but an extension. What a good extension you will be, I can tell.
It sounds like you will serve me well.
There you go. Yeah, put it in his place.
He doesn't refute your statement, but you can tell he also doesn't agree with your statement. But he lets it stand for now. He says, "You and I must talk in detail, but now is not the time. The day is young.
I agree.
I haven't eaten in ages."
Well, let's make sure to get you fed.
And this is an
What?
internal thing.
Yeah, this is completely internal. No one else gets this.
How did you end up here?
This is where I was set to await. Once
By
my
whom?
previous wielder left me, Arwen brought me back to my resting place within his tombs.
would you mention anything about this being Arwen's tomb?
No, is this Arwen's tomb or your previous wielder's tomb?
This is a conglomerate of Arwen artifacts, rooms, experiments, and such. This was not one place, but many. Now, one place.
How did you serve Arwen?
How else does a sword serve a god? I killed him.
How many times have you met Arwen face to face?
Never. He is a god. I am but a sword. But
That's what I thought, you
I
little
have
piece of metal.
sent many to visit him. As you know, Arwen is the judgment of life and death, and through him I judge the dead.
I do know him face to face when I encountered him and brought my colleague back to life.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use my what's this thing called? It's one of the superiority dice.
Okay.
Maneuvers?
Yeah, it's one of his maneuvers.
Yeah, commanding presence. When I can use a superiority dice to add on to a persuasion check.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck that. I mean, I guess I already said I would, so it's a natural 20, and then the superiority dice brings that to 19 because I have a -1 in persuasion.
It's still a natural 20 though.
Yeah.
He goes, "You've met the Lord. I see it in your eyes, you true wielder. Fine. I will yield to you for now."
I appreciate that, but I will promise to keep you well fed. And
I will also say
we will enjoy each other's company quite well.
with that little performance there, The feature of needing to be fed every 3 days will extend currently to every 6 days without protest, as you have essentially asserted more dominance over him than he's willing to overcome at the moment.
Side note: Have you read this thing? Like when you devour a soul, you get temporary hit points equal to the slain creature's hit point maximum.
What?
So if you kill something with 100 hit points, you get 100 temporary hit points that last 24 hours, and then you have advantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
What? Talk
Does it
about
stack?
plot armor. Oof.
Yeah.
Does it stack?
Sorry,
Like if I kill 2 people with 20 hit points, do I get 40?
No,
points
temporary
never
hit points
stack.
never stack.
Never
Okay.
stack, but it can also cast haste on you,
And you don't know anything about this.
and you can't be turned or frightened.
Okay, so I don't know anything about this.
You know
this-
all of this.
You know
He
all of
knows
this.
none of this.
I know
you know what
all-
this sword is capable of doing.
I know
Though,
it too.
For what it's worth.
Aoth knows what.
Aoth knows, though, that when the longer conversation happens, you'll probably discuss it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yes, you know what you are able to do at this point. But again, the day is still young.
This thing is OP
So,
as.
I wrap. I'm looking forward to finding out what else is in this tomb, but I wrap up the conversation promising to keep it well fed and agreeing to fight together. And then I'd share with everybody else the conversation and that we are in Arwen's tomb full of artifacts.
I would like you to actually have this conversation in game,
Yep.
because I'm curious how much you share and what you share. So just you come out of this conversation in your head, everybody's there.
What's the sword like, dude?
So I'm
You like
grabbing it, kind of twisting it around in my hand, and like, wow, I've never
What is
held
it?
something this powerful that has slain so many and conquered so much.
I told you it was meant for you.
We are in a tomb of Arwen's.
What?
According
What?
to it, it's
According to
full
the
of
sword
artifacts for Arwen. Yes,
that talks to you.
it does.
I got to talk to it briefly, but what's it say?
I talked to it about how it got here. Arwen returned it to the tomb after his previous owner had no further need for it. I'll have to find out how that came to be.
Wait, the tomb? Like, is this Arwen's tomb?
It is. We are.
Where is he?
Apparently, this dungeon belongs to Arwen and his most fervent followers.
I immediately, like, hearing that, I will go, like, I grab you and I'm like, come with me, and like I will go to kind of where the sword was and like start praying to Arwen, like just being like, Dad, are you here?
So I will. Are we kneeling or something where the sword was, or are we just kind of pressing our hand?
I've grabbed you and like I've kneeled down, like I've grabbed you, pulled you over, and I've kneeled down at this point. You can do whatever you like, but
I will pull the sword out, point down on the ground. Pull the stone, the shell that I have, and I'm not using the shell yet, but just kind of holding it. And on one knee, I bow my head and I reach out to Arwen as well.
Yeah, I'm holding my stone of the Black Star as well.
Make religion checks, both of you.
Advantage?
Advantage for the new sword man.
Okay, 19. I don't know why I just rolled twice, but 19.
15.
You watch as in this moment, the sword begins to kind of glow and slowly move down as kind of this presence is different than that of the sword itself. But you hear that sword's voice again and goes, "The Master honors us. You have become a follower of our will by choice." And meanwhile, Rin, you kind of witness this as well. And you see on this little platform where this weapon had been a message written in Celestial.
Fuck me, I don't read Celestial.
The language of the gods.
Grab a scroll and a pencil and
Yeah, I will
over
grab a scroll and pencil and copy it as best I can.
Okay. You are able to... let's go ahead and make a dexterity... Let's do sleight of hand. Seems like a sleight of handy thing.
Also, I rolled a dirty 20 on religion as I pray to one of the golden ores.
One moment.
Oh,
When you
golden
say
ore
that.
of the dungeon, help me find your friends.
17 on sleight of hand.
You seem to do a fairly good job of copying the message down.
And is there anything else like that I see? Do I get like a voice or anything like that
Nope, nothing for you.
as I see this message? Okay. So I take the message and I turn to our wizard friend and I go, "Do you happen to speak Celestial, sir?"
I do not.
Does anybody speak Celestial?
I mean, if we wait around like to a level up, I can maybe like comprehend some new languages magically, but at the current time, no.
What do you mean my level? I don't understand.
Metaphysically speaking.
As you gaze down onto this golden bar, fucking with the religions of society, you see a 9-sided coin appear in the reflection, and a whisper that says, "Go left."
Go what? Go left? What?
Yeah, let me write that note down here real quick. 9-sided coin told us to go left, and there is a left option in this room, correct?
Nope, there is no exits other than the door that you guys came through. But that door leads out into a hallway with a right and a left.
I am holding this ingot thing in front of me and just walking that way.
Okay.
Magic rock says go left.
Have you done an insight check on that rock? Because that's really weird. I mean, not as weird as a talking sword, but still pretty weird.
I would actually say it's weirder, but who am I to argue with Golden Rock?
So the only thing I've written down for like coming out of this vault would be only one left, which leads back to the star chamber.
So there is also a right where the hallway continues, and then it turns left, and you don't know what's beyond for that hallway, or again back to the machine chamber with the levers.
Okay, so there's a right and then another left after you make a right. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Nine-sided
Cool.
coin.
So as Temin's praying, Rinrato is like trying to make his little chalk thing with the language, and the Aof is all like with his freaking sword, like all cool and shit. And then I'm gonna slowly bring my bag of holding in front of his face. It's like, so are you gonna help me grab all this ore that you want?
Yes.
I can't do it myself, you know.
Especially in the throat.
You guys have done so. At this point, you have emptied the vault. cleared out the ore, taken the sword, broken the egg.
Hallelujah.
The next step.
We're going left.
Yes, we follow the rock.
Okay.
Can't
So
stop the
you
rock.
turn left and you head back towards that room. You look down at this 9-sided coin, and one of the sides have disappeared. And now you see, once you re-enter the room, an arrow pointing forward to the doors that you came through originally.
Hey, Sparky, is that arrow usually there?
What are you talking about? It's just a gold bar that he's holding on to like a creep.
So we just, okay.
I mean, he did say that he was like really into like wealth, so like maybe he's just like narcissistically hoarding it.
I don't know what this is, but guide us to Temin. I guess he's the one holding the gold or the arrow.
Nobody else sees the arrow other than Temin, by the way. This is just a Temin thing.
Let's keep creeping.
All you guys see is him just staring at a gold bar.
I'm gonna look at Sparky and be like, any of your friends want to come along?
Fuck no, they're all chickens.
All right.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. This goes by. So you guys go to the doors you came through originally?
Yes.
Let me see.
And then taking the left option.
Okay. So once you come through the doors originally, there is now a hallway straight ahead. Off to the left is the mine shaft you originally came through. Off to the right is a little outlet room, and then straight ahead is a big, large room that opens up. Currently, you see now your 9-sided coin has 2 sides blurred out, and the next direction is straight.
Straight west? Or...
No, like straight down the hallway.
Which is...
I don't know which way you drew your map.
While we're walking, I'm going to be looking to see if there's anything written or drawn on the walls.
Make an investigation check.
21.
21. As you guys kind of pass the mine entrance and you get a little bit farther, right to where this section of a smaller room opens up off to the right, and this larger room straight ahead. On the wall to the right, you see what basically just is a short, like, message in Celestial. Do you speak Celestial?
Nope.
I can't speak Celestial. Hey, Sparky, can you read this? I don't think you can.
No!
All right, thanks.
But you guys are now kind of to this, and you see now 3 of the sides are gone, and the next direction is right into this small room, though.
I'm thinking there's more in this place.
Make a perception check as you kind of turn and look into this room, which is probably like 20 by 40 feet deep, so like 20 feet wide, 40 feet deep.
9.
9. Really fucking jumbled junk mess. It looks like it was once a storeroom before like earthquakes hit it, and like things are all, and you basically see like boards like leaning between barrels and stuff, making like an obstacle course like entryway to whatever this storeroom is.
Any other doors in here?
Not with the 9.
I don't even see any doors.
It's
I'll
really
stick my head in.
Jam-packed with shit.
Okay.
What about with a 14?
14. You can see that beyond all of this junk up front, there seems to be a giant hoard of treasure in the back of this room.
I was like, how did you miss the hoard of treasure?
I was really focusing on this. I mean, if you look at it from my angle, this small lump of treasure is a lot bigger than that large lump of treasure that's way off in the distance.
It's all perspective.
It is perspective.
Okay. force perspective. I got you. All right. Well, do we want to just? I mean, the last room was fine. Do we want to just walk in?
And I'm going to look around for traps this time as well.
Make an investigation check. Meanwhile, somebody else in the party make a perception check.
Dibs.
I'll do it.
I mean, anybody
okay.
proficient can do it anyways.
I am proficient, and that's a natural 20 for 28.
Sure, we'll say Rin. Rin, as you're standing in this hallway, you see, again, this much larger room that is kind of like right next to you. You kind of look into it, and you kind of smell like fresh soil. As well as you kind of just look and you see that there are a few crypts on the far side of the room over to the right. And from your vantage point, that's kind of all you can see at this point.
I would like to use Eyes of the Grave to know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
And that's an 18 on investigation.
This does not seem to be trapped, though it does seem that it would take quite a bit of maneuvering to get through this junk to get to the end. Some might call it a skill challenge worthy.
Maneuvering, I will go.
All right. As you then begin...
Would we get any benefit if I asked Sparky to fly over and just kind of bird's eye view it?
He doesn't fly.
Or I know a bird that does.
Too bad he left us.
He has a flying speed. Well, hover.
Yeah, hover, not fly. He can follow lightning. So, like, if you shoot a lightning bolt to the other side of the room, you can follow it.
That's what the fly speed is? Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
But even for our...
Matt just grabbed a book, guys. I'm scared.
But not only for our bird friend, there's no room. Like, this junk is, like, piled to the top. Like, you have to, like, climb through it, going through. You hear kind of the clinking of, like, metal on stone and metal on dirt from the other room. As you reach out for undead, there's none within 60 feet.
Are there any tiny or larger creatures within 60 feet that aren't constructs or undead?
Yeah, there seem to be 6 smallish creatures kind of off to the left in this room, all kind of congregated together. So
Can I see
your
them?
line of sight, you can't
Are
see
they
them
visible?
because of the way that the hallway, you would have to like stick your head in the room to look to the left, but you can, using your Black Razor ability, he goes, "There's 6 around the corner."
You hungry?
Always.
So I'll draw Black Razor out, and without poking my head through, I'll slide him down the wall to make the shing sound and get their attention.
Okay.
Just in case they want to chop my head off if I poke my head off.
I'm gonna pause
Seeing
there
him
for a moment. Hold on. We can come back to what you're gonna do, seeing him do that. Temin, go ahead and make an acrobatics check as you begin to weave your way through these barricades of barrels and shit.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you very like James Bond, Mission Impossible style, you know, whatever your version of sleuth is. You're kind of like climbing across like planks and barrels and working your way. You're about halfway there. Go ahead and do one more.
Cool. Also, as a point of clarification, is my sword I got last session require attunement?
Is there... Remind me what it is that you bought again. Again, it's been a very long 3 weeks for me.
So I can't remember the name, but yeah, every time I hit with a successful attack, I get to add another damage dice to the next successful
yes, it does require... It does require attunement.
I figured I'd clarify that too.
Appreciate it.
But you would have attuned to it in the 2-day trip.
Yeah. No, he was just asking if it required
For a
attunement.
slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I made it, and then I was like, oh, I couldn't remember.
I should probably do that, yeah. So as you, again, you're about halfway through this, as you slide the blade down the wall, you hear a few different curses in a few different languages. Does anybody speak Elvish or Sylvan?
Elvish.
So you hear voices going, oh, fuck, who's that? Sounded like a blade. Shit. Hurry up, finish the hole.
I turn and I say to Aoth, I message Aoth. They're apparently digging a hole. Let's surprise them. And I will cast Shield of Faith on Aoth and run in the room with him by my side, I'm hoping.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. You guys will have a surprise round. There are... I'm not going to draw them all, but there are a bunch of, like, dirt graves all lined up in a row. And there is all of one row that goes all the way across the top of the room and, like, half of another. And these creatures are all standing around a fresh dug hole. And there's a body next to it. So you guys would be coming in. The little blue circles are these creatures. They're all small.
Does the body match them, or is it a different type?
Seems to be their own race. But it is your guys' initiative again coming up from this. So did you guys put them all in the chat already?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So where did we enter real quick? Like, where are we coming into
left.
the room from? Okay. Jesus, Tim, and you're huge.
All right. So again, don't add your tokens because again, it's not to scale. So just know that the little squares are 5 feet, in fact. And you are essentially going to be moving about. Use the pens. Again, this is mostly theater of the mind. I'm just trying to give you basic stuff so you can see. All right. So as you kind of
Can you put a little X where we come in, so we're not confused? Okay.
As you essentially come in, you immediately take observation of the room. There is kind of a sloped floor directly to the right of you, away from these creatures that kind of runs down into what looks like another broken glass observatory, down in that direction where those arrows are headed. Other than that, again, you see the scene above, and I believe... Who is higher of the two of you?
Aoth.
Aoth, you kind of have first moves entering this room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna ruin the surprise. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll come over here and call on them. Who are you? What are you doing here?
One of them kind of quickly, even though it's in the surprise, and you still get your surprise round if you wish, Ren. It's not getting rid of that. But one of them looks at you, and again, speaking in common, since I assume that's what you spoke in.
Yes.
Goes, "We are the Fadarig. We are burying a chieftain. Why are you here?" And then you watch as he's kind of like hands are up, but he's holding a large like glaive for him, so not like a full-length glaive for you guys. But you also see he has like kind of like a little bit of magic that's kind of like coursing through like a hand.
Like readying it. Can I roll insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Please.
What did
That's a dirty 20.
He rolled a natural 20 to convince you that he is telling the truth.
Who spoke Elven? Like, can understand what he said before? Did he relay it to us, or?
Does my 24 see through that at all?
No, he is genuinely saying this is what they are there for. Rin,
We're here.
Would you like to do anything before this conversation continues with your surprise action?
Yes. I will move up next to Aoth, actually. Yeah, like directly to the right of him.
Okay.
We're here serving my god Arwen. Why are you burying your chieftain here?
For the same reasons. We are followers of the god Arwen, and our chieftains are laid to rest here. We go no further than this room, for it is sacred. We will not stop you, but will you stop us?
We will not stop you if you're fellow servants.
I would like to look at the chieftain that they're burying and see if I can tell how long he's been dead.
Make a medicine check with disadvantage as you are at distance.
It's a 24.
Less than 2 weeks. Little over a week, less than 2 weeks.
Okay. Not revivable.
Will you
I'm
let
going
us
to-
finish what we are doing and leave?
Please proceed.
If you are servants of
I'll
Arwen,
And
I
I'm
will
going to
help.
sheathe my my sword, but see how they react with if they're going to put their weapons down or whatever they got brewing.
The one that you like kind of, or have been talking to, kind of stays on guard as you see he kind of says something in a language none of you understand. And the other 5 get back to work, lowering the body into the hole and beginning to like cover it with the dirt. But he just kind of stays there and watches you.
I will proceed up and start covering with dirt as well. I will say, if you're servants of Arwen, I will help you.
The others kind of like block you out and goes, I mean no offense. Like this is a different one saying this. He goes, I mean no offense, but this is sacred to us. Leave, please. Not like with any weapons or anything, just kind of like hands up, kind of like this, and just please, please. This is for us, not you.
Alright, well, I will.
What is your name so we can
I
meet after?
Back
Should
in
I
the
ever
dirt.
meet you again?
No names, no meeting again. We are not friends, but we are not enemies.
And safe travels to you.
Meanwhile, you kind of get hung up in the wreckage. You're kind of like hanging a little bit. But because of this, you kind of are like over a table that has some like documents and shit on it. You see some rolled up like canvases. Do you wish to try and reach for them while you are suspended here? Or do you wish to try and right yourself and move on? Temin. Muted Temin.
Muted.
Temin of the muted halflings.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, I'm gonna grab anything that looks valuable, even if it's a case that can help us keep our maps good.
Make a sleight of hand check just to get your like hand through all of the rubble to try and get this out.
25.
25. You like palm it and are able to like weasel it out. And in fact, if you wish to not have it on your person, because I don't believe you have the bag of holding, correct?
I probably would have grabbed it.
We'll decide now. I want to know.
Yes.
Okay.
If Blitz would have let me out and borrow the bag of holding on my way.
Yeah, just take it.
treasure pile.
And then you would have been able to weasel it into the bag of holding. You would not have been able to unfurl it or uncork it or anything in your current tangled position, but you can get it in there so it's out of the way.
Alright, what do I call that? Just scrolls of unknown documents?
Art. Just call it art for right now.
Art.
Arf?
Art.
Arf.
If you would like to now continue, make another acrobatics check, as the activities of the burial is now going on in the other room.
That is better. 18.
18. You lift yourself up from where you were, kind of continue to walk your way along the planks, and are now on the floor on the other side, and before you is hundreds of copper, thousands of silver, thousands of gold pieces of various areas and dwarven symbols and such, just littering the floor. You even see some platinum. It's just a large hoard of coins.
And I would be aware of the bag of holdings weight limits, right?
I mean, to what Blitzkrieg has described to you.
You probably would have noticed, like, because you saw us, like, moving all that ore into it, and then I threw it at you, and you're like, oh, shit, it feels like a little purse.
Right, but are we playing overloading it explodes it?
I mean, no.
It's 500 pounds,
Okay.
so...
All right, then I'm just going to basically open it up.
At least not with coins. Coins have no weight. Coins are weightless.
Ignore coins. Perfect. So I'm just going to flip open the flaps and walk straight into the pile with this thing. Just
Like you have a bag of holding with like its containment area, and then there's like a little slot that says coins, and they just like disappear into nothingness, but you can
Oh, nice.
extract them, kind of like that. So you begin to like shovel it in there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I would now like everybody also to roll for initiative.
Because
Oh, fuck.
Again?
The coin.
Again,
Reroll?
different initiative.
why? Because coins have no intrinsic value except those given to it by people.
Actually,
All right. Oh, go
if
ahead.
the sheet doesn't have initiative, what do you add for initiative?
Just dex, just the dex bonus.
Just the dex bonus? Okay, so then that makes that, I don't think it matters. I think he's still going to be damn near last. 10 for Sparky.
He wins the tie.
Towards the top.
And
So, what's happening here? What do we do?
you'll find out in just a
Oh,
minute.
God.
So as you begin to shovel these coins into the bag, you're just kind of like hastily doing it. You watch as the coins slowly start to recede away from the bag, and you're confused until you look up and you watch as this entire horde has formed itself into a golem and is just going to come down on you with a slam attack right on top of your head. At advantage is a 27 to hit.
Yes, 27 hits.
Are we
What's
far
your-
away from him?
What's your max HP again?
54.
Okay, I'm probably not going to kill you then. Six. Especially the way I roll. That is going to be a 27 bludgeoning damage as it just comes down upon you and just smashes you. But with that is going to be only the one attack it gets for this surprise round, and we are now in initiative. So this horde has essentially become a horde golem and is now your little maze to get the fuck out, the hallway, and then the rest of the room with the other people in it. So with that in mind, top of initiative is the Darig. So you watch as the leader hears this like he goes, "What was that? Was that you?"
That wasn't us. Was it you?
He like puts up his hands like, "What the fuck?
Did you
it
dig
sound
too
like it
deep?"
They all begin to kind of like finish up rapidly what they're doing, like make the final preparations. That's what they're gonna spend their turn doing, but then they're like turning and being ready for whatever the fuck that was.
Where's Emmett?
Next up is going to be Flynn.
All right. I think he is going to. And where was this thing at?
In that smaller room, so to the bottom left of this map.
And we round down for half damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, because I'm going to uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Yes, all
But it
ties
hasn't-
are rounded down.
We're not currently in the same. Like, do I have, from where I am currently, do I have line of sight?
Yes, you can see through the air, but again, it's like very obstructed. But you're still able to see that something started moving and made a big fucking slamming sound from inside this room you're like 20 feet away from.
Okay. Then I will just kind of, at where I saw the sound, kind of blindly fire a firebolt.
Yeah, and also for what it's worth, this is a huge creature. Like these coins are literally like swarming around this. It's like filling this half of the room. All right, so make a firebolt. Go ahead, roll to hit.
12.
You watch as it just kind of like bounces off one of the wooden barrels and just kind of explodes the barrel, having like some of the stuff like tumble a little bit.
Okay, cool. If there's anything nearby that I can kind of get cover behind, I will use my movement to do that.
You can move back down the hallway to kind of get around the corner if you'd like.
I will do that.
Okay. All right, next up then is 12 really the next up? Holy crap. I think Temin's got better dex than Rin, right?
Yeah, probably.
So Temin, you have a big ass horde golem in front of you.
Yeah, I only have +2.
I'm gonna stabby.
Okay. Roll to stabby.
First, oof, so close. Is gonna be a 27, and this is with my, I'm calling it stack 'em up weapon.
27 hits, and since this is a magical weapon, it is going to do normal damage.
Yeah.
Noise.
So that's gonna be 8 piercing.
Okay.
Yes. My second attack is gonna be with. Was my other short sword magical? I don't think it was.
Not believe so. You have really glammed up recently.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, so my next one, 26 to hit.
Also hits.
That damage is going to be better yet stinkier. So 10 halved, because non-magical is 5.
It is completely immune to non-magical damage. So what was the damage from your first weapon?
8.
8. Alright. It looks like it has taken very little damage from this attack. You like clink a couple of swords, but it does seem to like carve through it with your magical blade. But then as you go with the other one, it literally just does nothing. You are just literally being surrounded in these coins.
And then we run away. 25 feet back the way I came.
Attack of opportunity, I assume?
Nope. Fancy footwork.
Which is, if you make an attack, you get disengaged for free?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, I need an acrobatic check to begin climbing through the shit.
Yeah, shit.
Shit. Natural 20.
With the natural 20, I will allow you to nimbly get through all of the shit back out into the hallway. As you just just like running away from coins that are now like clattering through the shit, like all kind of coming out and getting ready to reform on the other side.
What is it? What is it?
What'd you do?
Angry bunny.
All right, I believe that brings us to Rin.
I don't even want to know.
Do we have a Rin? Is there a Rin?
Yep, sorry, was muted. So I just hear this going on, and I immediately make a dash out to the hallway where it was happening. So
what's your movement speed?
30, but
so you would need a dash
30
to
feet
get all
into
the
the
way to
room.
hallway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
no, because remember you moved up to help or attempt to help burying it.
Oh, yep.
So you would have another like 15 to get.
Yeah. So I'm basically just using all my movement that entire turn.
But if you do that, then you are now able to see this like a horde of coins now that are like filtering through these like obstructions in the storage room.
Lovely.
All right. Next up then is somebody with a 10. I believe it's probably actually Reek. Not Reek.
It's the Horde.
Rourke.
The Horde.
Nope, because it's 11. Rourke, right?
Yeah, 11 or something.
Yep.
So I got line of sight on this thing slightly.
Yeah, I would say you're just in the hallway somewhere. So yeah, you like, I mean, it's very obstructed line of sight at the moment, but it is, you can see it coming.
I'm going to cast Spike Growth to where the edge of the 20 foot is right behind Temin as he runs away.
Nice.
Oh shit. Spike Growth.
Okay. And that read off the spell to me just so I can remember what it does.
So Spike Growth is, oh wait, one thing is clicked right now, stand by. 20 foot radius centered on a point within range. Sprouts spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for duration, and not so important this time, but 2d4 damage of piercing for every 5 foot traveled in it.
And it's basically 40 feet between it and the door at this point, so you will get it for the whole duration. Perfect. All right. Anything else in your turn?
I guess I should probably mark that as a 2nd level spell slot. There we go. Yeah, and I'll position myself to get a little bit better vantage point with my arrow, but
within the room or down the hallway?
Down the
within
hallway.
the big room or down the hallway?
Down the hallway.
Okay. All right. Next up then is going to be Sparky.
So Sparky, it turns out, does have a flying speed. He has magnetic flight.
Oh, that's right. That's why he moves so slow. He can like hover.
He can fly. He can. His walking speed is 10 feet. His flying speed is 40 feet, and he can hover. So I'm gonna tell him as he comes to his turn to get in there and do your thing, bro. And he's gonna fly in and fly up, kind of as high as he can to get within range, which is 30 feet. And he is just going to lightning jolt, which is just a +6 to hit.
Roll to hit.
That is Sparky comes out swinging with a natural 20.
Whoa.
Roll damage, double the dice.
That is a D6. Come on. Oh, 3 doubled to 6.
6. I mean, you did as much as Temin did, basically.
He loses 6 copper off of him.
And he is just going to kind of stay up as high as he can. So if there's any extra movement, he's going to move back to get as far away as he can. So he's just kind of just dive in and out as much as he can on his turn.
He goes
until he apparently eventually explodes.
Yeah, you watch as he like kind of off your shoulder, kind of like begins to hover, and he's like, "Yes, master, I will do this." Ah! And just like you watch as this giant lightning bolt comes out of this tiny little figure, and it just like clink, 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 and it goes, ah! And it like turns around and goes back to your shoulder.
Gotcha, yes, Sparky.
All right, it's now the Horde's turn. So the Horde does not have a form, so it literally can just blob shit through all of the obstructions, moving its 40 feet right to the edge, but it will take all of the damage for every 5 feet it moved.
Oh,
so
shit, nice.
What is that again? That's like 8
2d4 for every
16 d4. Get rolling. Meanwhile, it is then going to start spinning, and it's spinning, and it's spinning, and you watch as it starts to create a whirlwind. Everybody within a 20-foot radius, which it's going to center itself within the hallway. So that should be Temin, Rourke, Blitzkrieg, and Reek now. Or not Reek, Rin now. Pretty much everybody but Aoth and the Darig all need to make dex saves.
Including
that's 44 damage.
44 damage? I will write that down. Including including Sparky. Yep.
So
44 damage though, really good.
Yeah.
It's a 13 on the deck save.
13 is a fail.
21 for Flynn and a nat 20 for a 24 for Sparky. He is...
Because of the nat 20, I will say he lives. Because even half damage would kill him. But because of the nat 20, he like just hides within you. All right.
22.
Let's get rolling.
22 for Kevin.
22 is a success.
Oh,
Everything
16.
higher than a 17 is a success, so a 16 is a failure.
Oh.
All right, so first the damage. That is going to be 42 bludgeoning damage, half on a success.
Excuse me, sir. Did you just say 42 damage?
Yep, half on a success, so 21. And then who are my people who failed?
Me.
Me.
I'm sorry, me's don't help me when I don't see you.
Rin.
Reek and Rourke.
Rin
and Rin.
Rin and Rourke.
Yep.
No, he's not undead. What? Let me hold on. Read off your inventory, Rin and Rourke.
All my shit's in a bag of holding.
It does.
So
the bag of holding then is your only inventory?
no, but hold on. Does this count as a crit?
Does what count as a crit?
This whole fucking thing.
No, it's a save. It's
No,
not
it was just a save.
attack roll.
Fuck me. All right, that's fine. What's on me?
So,
what
do
I'm
you have for
wearing?
your weapon? What do you have for your armor? And I guess everything else is the bag of holding, right?
Yeah. So weapons: the Morning Star stunning quality, the smoldering, the half plate, a crossbow, a shield.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll evens or odds. Unless, would you like to be in charge of your own fate?
No.
Okay. Evens, it's the bag of holding. Odds, it's the sword. One of them is gonna get caught up in the whirlwind, and you no longer have it.
Oh.
That is even. So that is going to be the bag of holding that then comes off of your person and is now part of the horde. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then Rourke, what do you have on you?
So, a lot.
What do you have that's
things that are useless?
the best thing? Is
That
what
would be
it
a
says.
sword, I think.
Okay, so that would be probably potion of speed and my longbow. Are my best things. Then I have leather armor and potions of healing.
So we'll do the same thing. Evens, it'll be potion. Odd, it'll be the bow. It is odd. So your bow is now currently part of the horde.
Jesus Christ.
Probably for the better, though.
But that is the end.
By the way, Rourke's down.
No.
Interesting. Make a con save.
Damn it.
DC 21.
19.
All right. Roll a D100.
Jesus.
Uh-oh. And one hit.
You guys complained about it being so easy in the other room.
I don't know if anybody complained about that.
I don't think anybody said that.
32.
Actually, you know what? Blame Nick. Nick did say something along those lines.
As the bow.
Easy.
Hold on. Here's Rourke's dramatic moment. As he gets swept up in the whirlwind, he holds on to his bow as the trained warrior he is. He will not relinquish it. Such is that when the bow goes, he fractures his entire hand trying to hold it. And so with a fractured hand, you cannot use two-handed melee weapons or bows for a certain amount of time that you can determine if you live.
Word.
All right, that is the end of the Horde's turn. It is now Aoth. It is now Aoth's turn.
And where is he currently?
The Horde is now centered. I'll do it in red. Here. I'll circle it. So the 20-foot radius extends basically to where the red X is and 20 feet up the hallway.
Do I have line of sight on him from where I'm standing, or is that corner blocking him? I mean, he's
you
pretty
can
big.
see the edge of the Horde. Absolutely.
Then we're casting Hunter's Mark on him.
Yep. Done.
What else can I do? Anything cool? I can't melt him because I'm unattuned to my goddamn sword that can melt him.
You complain wielding me.
Shut up! It's feeding time. Let's go. So,
You're gonna move up to the edge of the whirlwind?
Yeah. I don't know a different way. Yep, I'm gonna move up there. As I pass Rin, I'm going to give him...
Rin is within the Horde. Remember, the edge of the Horde goes all the way to the red X. It is a 20-foot radius, cyclone right now.
Okay, did Rin get sucked up?
Oh yeah, everybody is within the Horde, though nobody is, it's not continual damage. It is just essentially, during the transformation this happens, you guys are now within it. You guys will essentially move from within it, but you don't take more damage.
Alright. Then I will walk up to the edge of it and start swinging after my Hunter's Mark.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that statement. It can still do continual damage to you, but walking into and out of it is not the issue. It is just when it is its turn. Let me be more specific. Okay, so what are you doing? So you cast Hunter's Mark and doing what?
Beating it with my sword.
All right, roll to hit. Your new badass +3 weapon.
Yeah, let's see. Does a 28 hit?
It certainly does.
All right, barely missing that 20, but that's okay. I'll take it. God damn. So, damn. I think my Hunter's Mark just got better.
I don't know if that's how Hunter's Mark works.
Hey, Matt, while he's doing that, one thing I
What
forgot,
is it?
when Sparky hit, the creature needed to do a DC 10 con save. It wouldn't change anything that's happened so far, though.
Beats it by a
Okay.
bunch.
By a bunch, I assume as much.
20,
I assume it
21.
basically quit. Cool. All right.
So it's 15 damage. Oh, and I get... Oh, no, that was with my other sword. I could attack twice. But with my... I could still attack... I still have 2 attacks with my character, right?
You should see under
Yeah.
actions, it says attack or 2 attacks.
Yep, 2 attacks per
Yep,
action.
so you still get to attack again.
Let's go again. And I speak to Black Razor. If you wanted to haste, any day you want now.
Is that what you wish it to do? Because you have to use an action to do that. So you would not be able to do the attack. It's
Oh, I
still-
thought he...
No, it uses its own action
Yeah.
to do so. It says,
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Hold on.
and it doesn't have to keep concentration. He doesn't have to keep concentration.
Oh, very good.
But
Well,
it chooses when to do so is the thing.
Yeah.
It's
it chooses to do so.
All right.
You now have
So-
haste upon you. He goes, yes, let's see your first conquest.
Good boy. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right. 13 damage.
Okay. It is now bloodied, and you watch as this whirlwind kind of shrinks in size as a lot of the coins and stuff fall out. If it is even, your bow will fall out. If it is odd, it stays within the horde. It is even, so Rourke's bow will fall out of the portion of the horde you defeated. And the same with the bag of holding. That one is odd, so that one will stay within.
Okay. I will back up, back it up toward the Darrig.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. That then brings us to Blitzkrieg.
Am I out of the wind now because he shrunk?
You were in it originally, right? You rolled for it.
I was in the I was in
Yeah.
it.
Yes, because it shrunk, you are now outside of
Right at
the immediate.
right outside.
Mhm.
It's like okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna basically basically I just like fire like a little pebble at it, and it basically goes in the center. Looks like nothing happens, and then it just and it does shatter. One cast shatter basically.
I like that.
So it has to do a con save at this disadvantage. 15.
Why it just? Oh, because it's a construct.
Yeah, con save.
So
Metal
it balances
has-
out then because it's resistant to magic. So it is a straight
shit.
roll because it would have had advantage. So you
and
said
it's a
con
con,
save.
so yeah, he's probably gonna be like, oh, I have 5 billion.
26.
Yeah, fuck you.
It just goes. It still does half damage though, correct?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, let me shatter him. It's good.
Oh, I still have one more action.
You can take it in just a second.
Thanks.
In fact, you can take it simultaneously if you would wish to roll another attack. Or I guess,
Yeah.
technically, this doesn't have to be an attack action. This is...
It would be.
So it's gonna be 21 points of thunder damage. Half.
So,
So-
10.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. That's
Okay,
like-
and your other attack?
Oh, me?
No, Aoth.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going back for his hasted action since he has first time being hasted. He does not realize his own power.
Yeah, gotcha.
But you can continue your turn.
It was shit. It was shit. It's an 11 to hit.
Yeah, 11 misses.
I think I'm probably gonna back up. Well, yeah. Bonus action is all I have left, and do I see the body of Rourke or something? Or?
Are you? I'll let you choose. Are you on the left side, the hallway side, or the room side of this whirlwind once it has shrunk? I will let you choose.
I'm basically at the side where we were about to face off against the guys. Was it?
Okay, so then you are on the right side of the horde. In which case,
right
the
side,
entire horde is between you and Rourke's body because he went up the hallway.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna back up more, like 30 feet to the right as I go deeper into this area to get away from this thing.
Sounds good.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, that I believe brings us back then to the top of the round, which is the Darig. And they kind of looking there and they go, "You have damaged this thing greatly. We will aid you." And they are going to go ahead and let's see here.
Man, this thing is immune to resistant to magic? What the fuck?
They are, and they don't really have any damaging spells. They're going to go ahead and move up, and all 6 of them are going to attack with their antler glaive. They have 4 attacks each. There are 6 of them. There are 6 of us. Roll 4 d20s and hold your results. I will come collect them in a moment.
Wait, we're all rolling 40-20? Wait,
yep.
46?
We each roll 40-20s?
Correct.
Yes. Take my shitty rolls.
Oh my god. Shouldn't have rolled the same time you rolled, man. Oh my god. I got like 9, 2, 3, and 12.
And you wanted the total, right?
No. I want each individual, but I'm going to collect them from you here in a second because I am doing my own rolls. The DC to hit is 18. Okay, so I had 2 successful hits. You have a +7 to hit. So how many hits do you each have? Excuse me, sorry. +4 to hit, not +7. +4.
+4, and what's the DC? What's the
18.
DC?
Meet it or beat it.
Nothing.
1.
0.
Holy
0
God.
here too.
Okay, so anybody?
1 hit.
Okay, anybody else?
No, I consistently miss by 1.
Wow.
So,
I didn't hear.
Holy Christ, I rolled better dice than you guys. That's so ridiculous. All right, so we get 3 hits. So that's going to be 3 d10, 17 plus 6.
I don't think Temin and Rourke rolled.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh,
I did. I got 1.
Temin, are you in here? He texted in the chat that there was something going on with his computer.
I can roll for.
Well, I only need
Sparky.
6, and I rolled, so that's fine. I
Okay.
counted the number of people here, and apparently he wasn't there. So.
Oh, that's good because Sparky rolled like shit.
Oh my god.
No worries. All right, so we've got all of that damage done. Doesn't have to do anything there. Okay, all of the Darg are kind of like surrounded around the outside of this, having like attacked and kind of are like waiting now. Next up is Flynn.
All right, I'm gonna start off.
Oh wait, hold on. We skipped Sparky, didn't we?
Sparky went.
No, Sparky went.
Oh, you put it twice.
He hit with the crit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to start off by bonus action Second Wind. So I'm going to D10 plus 2 some HP back. And so it's going to get me back 9. And then I am actually going to hold a first level Witch Bolt until after Sparky goes. So Sparky's attack will trigger the Witch Bolt.
Okay. Sounds good. That would then be next up is Tammin. who's not here. So let's do Rin.
All right, Rin is going to cast Mass Healing Word, seeing that Rourke is down.
Okay.
Wow.
So I will roll for most people. That is my bonus action.
Okay.
So Rourke automatically gets 9 back. Everybody else gets 8 back.
Okay.
Nice.
That was 42 damage that you guys did.
Yeah,
Was it
man.
40? Jesus.
42? 21 halved?
Yeah.
Crack my
So
character a
he's
little
gonna
bit, you know?
heal that. And as an action, I'm inside this thing, right?
You are just outside of it now.
Because it shrunk a little bit.
Because it shrunk a little bit.
Okay.
The only people
then
still in it was Flynn, but I assume you stepped out on your last turn.
Yes.
So, and then the other was Temin, but Temin has not gone yet.
All right. I'm gonna go ding ding and toll a fucking bell for this asshole.
Okay, wisdom save.
Yep.
At advantage is a 8.
He fails. So that is 18 damage.
Necrotic.
18 damage. It's looking pretty bad at this point.
Man.
Man, if only Temin were here to do something about it. Who
But
would
he's
be
not.
next? Who would be next?
Let the sword eat, I say, as
I
I
know.
Rourke.
finish.
You are now alive with a fractured hand. Which hand or
And
which
only
wing do you
two-handed
hold your?
weapons.
Which wing do you hold your bow in?
Left hand.
Okay, so your left hand is shattered.
Yeah. And I can't use my other weapon because it's two-handed. So Rourke is going to beat wings. I'm getting the fuck out.
Okay, back down the hallway, I assume.
Yeah, as far as I could get away and still, like...
Do you want to, like, literally go all the way back to the other electrical room down the hallway?
Yeah, like I need to get far away and behind other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rourke, come this way.
It goes the exact opposite way.
Yep.
All right, that is you. It would then be a tie with the Horde and Sparky, but I really feel like Temin should go first. But let's have Sparky go, since he technically wins the deck. So what is Sparky doing, and then what is your held
Sparky.
action for Witch Bolt?
Okay, so Sparky is going to go and do the same thing he did before. And the flashy 20. So he actually critted again.
Again. All right.
Again.
Roll dice, double damage.
So he's gonna do again a crazy D6, which is 2 doubled to 4. But I need the DC 10 save.
It's
We
immune
have
to
something.
it's immune to that effect, so don't worry about it.
It's immune to the. Dang it! That was why I held. I was hoping it would.
Actually, you know what? I say that.
So he's immune to because what it is.
I don't think so
contagious
actually,
lightning.
but he succeeded. I rolled it.
Decent. Okay. All right. Cool. Then I was just hoping that I could incapacitate him. So
No, I
then that will trigger my attack, which was the Witch Bolt. So I would then go at his DC 8. 18 plus 8, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. That's a D12. Wow, that was the shittiest. Sparky did more damage than I did 1.
1. But it continues. It's still.
Yeah, I can still do it the next time. Now, let me ask you this. With Action Surge, is a cantrip considered a leveled spell?
No, it is not. It's considered a cantrip.
Okay. Then I will Action Surge, and I will cast Blade Ward.
You can also just activate your Witch Bolt again if you want. That is how that would work. Just so you know.
Oh.
No, it's up to you. I'm just saying.
Actually, you know what? We're getting fucked up. I'm gonna activate the Blade Ward so that for 1 round I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
And dealt by weapon attacks. He's probably not gonna get close. So I'm you know what? I'm just gonna do the Witch Bolt again.
Okay. Roll damage.
So that's just a damage, which is better. That is 8. Oop.
So you watch as the coins are electrifying, and you watch as a small halfling just, and the coins just begin to rain down from the floor in a pile, no longer animated. And we are now out of initiative.
Nice.
Flynn's just standing in the back like, Am I good now?
I'm kind of sad though, because I definitely did say let the sword eat.
So
it wouldn't have mattered.
I mean,
this thing doesn't have a soul.
Timon came out swinging. He's not like freaking the gladiator, like poison, half dead.
The Darig are all gathered around, seeing all of this coin on the floor. Looks at Aoth and goes, "We have fought with you. Do we get part of the spoils?"
Yeah, that shit seems cursed. I vote for yes.
I say you earn it by telling me who you are.
I am the new chieftain of Far Darig. We are a clan of Fae that live high in the mountains. That should be all you need to know.
That is all you will share, then that's all I will accept. Take your share of your spoils, and it's been an honor fighting alongside you, Chief.
At this point, I would like to find my bag of holding and make sure that they don't take my bag of holding.
You were able to.
We will leave you to continue your ceremony.
He goes, "We are done." And so he is going to. They're all going to basically scoop up 1d20 coins. So there's 6 of them. I'm going to take theirs off the top first, and then I'll tell you guys the numbers.
And his name is Darik? Wait.
He is the chief of the Darig. Chieftain.
And Sparky just rode the lightning both times just because, that's his favorite.
It really was. It's just like to and from the coin. Choo, 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 choo.
And where did he say like his people are from again? Something high in the mountains of.
Yeah, they're a Fae colony high in the mountains. You watch as, even though they kind of just scoop, you watch as they very preferentially scoop all of the platinum, leaving most of the coins there, but securing the good ones. So that then leaves you with only 3 platinum that they missed.
I ain't even mad at him.
But there's 2,800 gold, 9,000 silver, and 800 copper.
Jeez, okay.
Good kill, Temin.
Thanks, guys.
Really? You actually just stole it from Flynn because you should have gone first, but...
Yeah.
Hey, whatever gets us paid at the end of the day.
Well, I just read off all the numbers, so you guys need to split it up amongst yourselves, but the Darig, now having finished this, all leave, and you watch as they go down the hallway and begin to climb up the shaft with their weapons, kind of sticking it in as they individually climb back up towards the surface.
The same shaft we came down?
Yes.
Okay.
A fake colony in the mountains of Valaris.
Technically, I think Sparky did 1 point more damage than I did that fight. So,
Nice.
there's that.
I need Rourke to roll 2d6 for me, please.
And sorry, you said you read off the numbers?
I did.
Yeah. I'll put him in chat.
Oh, okay.
8.
8, you said?
Yes.
That is how many days it will take you to heal your hand normally.
However, can I heal it abnormally for him?
You can certainly try.
Through the power of prayer.
I will certainly try. Can I do a medicine check?
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
This is what I'm good at, so. 23.
23. You are able to determine that this will take about 8 days to heal normally. You are also able to determine that if magical healing is rendered, it would need to be of 3rd level or higher to be effective on this specific injury.
Okay. He did get a 3rd level mass healing word. Does that count for anything?
I guess that is what technically brought him up. So yes, I will say that your hand is now good.
Oh yeah, I can use
So
the bow
actually,
again.
you don't even notice. You literally just go down and come back and are completely fine.
It was a nasty sprain for like.
Yes.
It was just getting a stinger. It's like for a second you like cramp up, but then you're fine.
Your cleric does work.
Thank you, Pete. And out of appreciation, my portion of the loot goes to Rin, as I humbly say thank you.
Aw, I give half of it back to him.
You give me your half, and I give you half of your half.
Oh no, you shouldn't have. Here, have some back.
Pittance.
I mean, I can't leave him completely broke.
All right. Okay. What else do you guys wish to do? You have
He's very generous with Reek's money.
now collected all of the coins.
Facts.
There's nothing else in the room.
There is still 3 crypts in the larger room, a bunch of, again, burial mounds, and then that observation glass that you guys haven't really checked out yet. Oh, plus what you stuck in the bag of holding earlier, Temin.
The art.
The art.
Okay.
I would like to check out the crypts.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Do you want to look at 1, 2, or 3 first?
Let's just go in order.
So Rin would kind of like caution you there, like, remember, this is the burial grounds for followers of Arwen. We are followers of Arwen. We don't want to disturb any crypts.
Sparky and I will go check out a crypt then.
I would just say, like, tread carefully.
I mean, we're not gonna go digging around, but we're gonna surface level looking.
So we'll say Aoth, make an investigation check, and Flynn, make an investigation check. Anybody want to do the 3rd one?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do investigation check.
Can I get advantage because Sparky's with me?
No.
No? Okay.
Is he proficient in investigation?
He's very proficient at distracting you. Being like, ooh, look at that over there. You should do some more lightning.
I got a dirty 1.
Oh my god.
A dirty 1. You cannot find any distinguishable markings, no names, no dates, no information. This literally just looks like a crypt.
No dirt, no stone. 16 for me and Sparky.
You, on the other hand, find that there is a name and date on your crypt. Yours says Var, spelled V-A-A-R, year 536, second champion of Arwen.
I will pass that along. I got a Var over here. Looks like he predates your sword. Or predates the criminality thing that we learned about before with the sword. Is it your sword? Did he die by your? I don't know what's going on. He's Var.
Let's see what's in there.
What'd you say?
What does this? What does
Let's
the sword
see
say?
what's in there.
All right, we'll try to crack open the crypt.
Okay.
If Arwen wants us to have this to aid in our cause.
As you kind of begin to kind of have these thoughts, Black Razor speaks to you and goes, "We are the choice between life and death, but I would leave the dead lie."
Rin is going to very much caution against doing this.
I'll look over at Rin, but really it's Black Razor. So they didn't hear the voice, but I'll look over at Flynn and you know what? On second thought,
Hands on the cliff, about ready to try to push over the top.
Flynn, wait. On second thought, we need to let the dead lie. We shouldn't desecrate their graves.
Okay. I think Sparky is still trying, but Sparky has like a -4 to strength, so he's himself.
He's putting it back on tighter.
Blitzkrieg, what was your investigation check?
Just a routine.
You also find some writing on yours. Yours is a much more complex name that is not written in a language you understand, but roughly it is Ankharef. Spelled ANKHAREOUTEF. And it says year 896, final chosen of Arwen, and creator of the chambers of the betrayed panther.
Okay. I can't read this.
Just the name. Everything else you can read in the writing that it is, but you essentially just the name is like really funky to you.
Yeah, I just like I don't know what that means, but something about the year 896 blah 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 chosen whatever. So for VAR, what is it like? Was it like a date on it too, or
536?
536 and 556.
Second champion.
Rin
Okay.
Rin would ask what year the first one was.
530. Oh, wait, the first one? Oh,
The one that Aoth was looking at.
oh,
Like to have somebody else take a look at it?
He's asking you what year's the first one.
Oh, I couldn't make it out. I tried looking at it, but I think I got something in my eye or something. I can't read what it says.
I go over to it. I'm not very inquisitive, but I'll try it.
And what are you saying about VAR, Kenny?
10.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I thought you would talk about VAR, but it looks like the Nat 1 kicked in. Yeah. Okay,
So
I get it now.
you look over and you see that it's just kind of a layer of dirt that is obstructing this placard that you had now kind of seen on these other crypts. Cleaning it off, you see that it says Gilyella Veland, year 493, first champion of Arwen.
Year 93?
493.
And then I got a 12 on the third one.
Oh,
what year is it now?
Blitzkrieg had already done that one. That was the Ankharef.
Oh, right.
What year are we in now?
Were you formally educated?
As a son of a blacksmith, adopted son of a blacksmith.
He certainly wasn't educated.
Yeah.
And what was Ankharef was the creator of what?
I wasn't, but I should know the year because I inquired on it when we met with Grinwald, and I was asking about the history and trying to get the dates to match up as far as when I left the Apodora Empire and when the new king came in.
You don't know exactly, but you know it's in the 4000s. Somewhere
We are
in the
currently
4000s.
somewhere in the 4000s.
So these are very, very old.
I'm curious, it says final chosen of Arwen. As far as the engraving, or whoever did the engraving knows, but if there's been other champions through generations, I wonder.
And he was the creator of the Chamber of what? For some reason, I wrote Black Panther. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Chamber of the Betrayed Panther.
Betrayed Panther.
Which is where we are at right now, like this chamber right here. So the third one is the one who created this tomb, this chamber here that we were in.
I mean,
I want to go to the to where the Darrig were burying theirs and see if there's any dates on the 6.
So there's 21.
Previous chieftains.
There's 21 graves.
Oh, okay.
But there are no dates.
No dates.
They're just
mounds of
graves. Some are just mounds of dirt. Some are like mounds with like a stone headpiece that has various markings, some writing. It's various stages of just like quick burial to like somewhat honorable burial.
Okay.
Hey, this is gonna sound a little silly, but does that sword know where the stone is?
What stone?
The stone we're looking for.
Well, let me ask. Black Razor, what's your familiarity with this tomb? We're looking for a stone. A very specific stone.
I can see, hear, read. Same as you. I use your eyes and senses. I do not know.
But through the generations that you've been in this tomb,
Patience.
repeatedly.
Patience. I have never been able to explore here, as my masters have always wielded me elsewhere. However, I am certain that it is here. As a note, the room that you are in also has a passageway directly across from the hallway that you came in. It is smaller. It goes from a 10-foot hallway to a 5-foot hallway. But that is the only way out of this room other than the way you came in. And again, there is still that glass observation area to the bottom across from the crypts that you have not kind of looked down or investigated yet.
Yeah. I'll tell them what he said. And he says we're close to it, but he doesn't know exactly where it is.
What does the magic gold bar say?
I was just gonna ask, is there any check I can make? Like, does that 9-sided coin reference anything in particular?
Make a religion check.
All right. 8. If anybody else wants to jump in.
I mean, nobody else saw it.
Now's your chance.
So unless you're describing it to them,
yeah,
nobody else.
I'm gonna ask and be like, hey, it's totally weird as well, but anybody know what a 9-sided coin stands for?
Anybody proficient in history or religion can roll either.
Negative here.
14 on religion.
You know the very basics of the Pantheon, being a cleric. This is the symbol for Kol Kron.
It looks like a symbol for Kol Kron. It's about as far as I know. You know who that is?
Cool. I have no idea, but if you can find me more of this stuff, is the can I still see the coin?
You can. There's now 6. Hold on. 5 sides left.
Did you find anything in that room that could help us before everything went to shit?
No, I found like a nice tube-looking case thing that I stuck in the bag of holding.
Okay.
But nothing shiny. No map saying you are here.
Do I know who Kol Kron is other than just that?
Based on your very brief understanding, you would know it is some type of god of economy.
Okay, and I would explain that to Tim, and I'd be like, he's like the god of economy, I guess, like coins and stuff.
Okay, cool. All right. We go into the observation room.
I mean, before it's part of this room. If you literally are looking at the crypts and you turn around, it like slopes down, and there is like a glass observation deck that views something below.
Okay, is that one of the undimmed sides of the coin?
No. There are no more directions on the coin, as you had asked it a question, and it did exactly what you asked it to do. It brought you to more of its own kind, which was gold.
So Flynn is just in the back going, "Hey guys, just following here. Do we want to maybe look closer at the crypt of the guy who created this place? Like, maybe see if he's hidden anything with him. I'm just saying it's,
I mean, we could let the
I've
dead
read
lie.
stories.
We just want to
We
find out.
shall not disturb the dead, but anything that
And what
Arwen
if-
wishes us to find,
What
I'm
if
sure
the
he will
stone's
place it.
peak?
I give you a good point, but let me pray on it. And I turn to Aoth and I go, power is better than twos.
It's your prayer buddy.
He is.
Never
He's
going without him.
yeah. I'm bound to Aoth now. He's a follower of Arwen, my dad, and like I pretty much like sworn to protect his ass at this point. Like, but yeah, no, I turn and that's just going through his head. But I turn and I will pray at the crypts, basically. Like, Arwen, I don't want to disturb any crypts, Father, but the dead shall lie. But we're looking for the stone, and any help would be appreciated.
Make a religion check with advantage.
Come on, Daddy.
14.
You hear a soft whisper that just repeats, "Let the dead lie."
Yeah, we're gonna let the dead lie. I don't think the stone's here.
Let's move
Okay,
on.
I would still want to look around closer because I don't think we got a super great investigation on that. So I would go.
You guys got a
try to
19
do
on that
one
one.
more. Oh, we did. I thought that was the one that we got just a name.
No.
But I'll still try.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Take a closer look with an investigation check. Temin, were you going to look out the observation window?
I wanted to go do that too.
Okay, both of you
17.
guys
I don't get any better.
make perception checks for me.
So while he's looking, if he disturbs any graves, I will physically stop him and be like, "Deflin, let the dead lie."
No,
But
and
if
he
he's
just
just
is
looking
around. Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there was any recesses, any of your standard spooky hidden lever type of deals.
It's actually
'Cause
kind
we
of
could look-
interesting. With a closer inspection, you don't even find a place where you could have opened it. Like, this seems like it's completely sealed by, it's like it's one piece almost.
Cool. Because I was thinking we can let him lie, not disturb the corpse. But if I got a secret area opens up, so I think, I don't see anything.
Gotcha.
This is done. Cool. Let's go.
So,
Yeah.
did you say investigation or perception?
Perception.
Okay, dirty 20.
24.
24. So as both of you kind of stand before this large, what is it, I think it's like a 30, 40 foot pane of glass. You look down and you see a giant runed circle, fractured by various tree roots that just come in and out of the stone floor, making this once large circle of some sort of runic magic now broken and disanimated. The center of this is a large tree that almost comes all the way up to the observation room where you guys are, almost 40 feet up. I would say the tree is about 10 feet below you and maybe 20 feet away from you as far as distance goes. You see random colored fruits that kind of give it a polka-dotted appearance all over, but the bark and the trees themselves is black wood and gnarled wood.
The shattered stone, does that look like it's something we could lift ourselves and reassemble without having to basically cut down the tree, or has the tree grown into it?
Yeah, they've grown into the floor and out of the floor. It's literally, that is what has caused this disruption of stone. And as you look out upon this, you guys get to think about what you want to do next time. And we're going to go ahead and end it right there. So thanks everybody again for listening. Thank you guys. All right.